All right. All right. Bear with me for just a moment here. I got to get situated. I will start off with saying Shalom. Of course, all praise to Yahweh, His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And there's going to be an open mic tonight. Um, Give me a second. Just one sec. Just sending a link to someone just real quick. Just give me a second. Is that you, Bible Defender?
Yeah.
All right, all right. Hey, and look at the back chat, man. He came on. The troll tried to jump on with your account now.
Wow. Who are you?
So listen here. 4 times it happened to me. The one time he got me because I put the invite out there and he had your name, so I thought it was you joining, and then when it joined, it was him. I mean, these devils are slick, man. Have you ever seen anything like this? I mean, this is nonsense. The level of childish
That's because
these guys, unbelievable,
that's
unbelievable how childish these people
that's because we told them all nations can't be saved, so they
are.
they don't, they mad now. That's really what it is. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right, right,
And then you said Christ was a racist black man that's only coming
right.
to save the Israelites. So he's whoever that troll is. He said, you know what? I'm done hearing this quote unquote madness. You know, but it's all spiritual, and it just goes to show you who has the truth once again.
Right, right. Yeah, exactly, man. Because again, we don't see the guys trying to do this on these Christian live streams or any of that. It's always us that come around here who they do it to. Same thing with how I don't know if you remember this, but going back like 2 years ago, they used to like put stupid thumbnails onto our videos, like Disney characters or some stupid stuff as the thumbnail of our videos so people wouldn't watch it. It's like,
Mm.
why the hell are they doing it to us instead of anyone else out there? The answer is because they want to censor what we're saying because we're the ones saying the truth out here. It's obvious what's going
Yeah, and that's another thing. YouTube soon take all of the profits off YouTube. Take all everybody that's speaking the truth is going to be off YouTube. So that's one thing that you got to look out for. And that's one of the main prophecies too, prosecution. Revelation 12:12, the enemy coming in like a flood. And when it came to debating T-Mark concerning the elect going through the great tribulation, I cut them many times, but it just like when somebody don't get something, you just gotta leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? I
right.
was, and after a while, concerning that specific topic, I was just friendly with him, because I gave him one time, we talked about it. I gave him about 5, 6 precepts. He didn't want to accept it. He still was basically saying that that's talking about uh the rest of the 1/3, not the elect. So he didn't want to accept that. Wherever the brother is, the brother may be, hey, he may be watching behind closed doors. Who knows? But if you watching, we told you that specific prophecy was going to happen, so you don't gotta hide. Because we told you. You know what I'm saying? And you know a lot. I'll admit that the brother T Mark know a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But sometimes you gotta humble yourself down when you don't. know something that somebody. Because the thing is, when it comes to prophecy and who's prophets, the Most High is going to make it clear who's saying the exact thing is going to happen that lines up with the scriptures. So, like he even said, he made videos consistently saying, oh, if you don't know the mark, this, that, and the third. Well, you know what I'm saying? That's true. If you don't know the mark, you could be penalized for that because you have to teach that if you call yourself a prophet. Just like you got to warn people that, if they're of the elect, that they're going to go through the tribulation. You know what I'm saying? Because just imagine if the Lord just let you get out that easy. Oh yeah, you did the work, you did good. Now when this thing come, I'm gonna just rapture you up. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I guess T Mark was looking for an easy way out of certain things. You know, he,
Right.
especially with the fact that, you know, um, the financial situation, and then on top of that, he felt like, the Lord put the Israelites through so much. Why would He also let us
Real quick,
go?
is that you, Eddie, who just joined?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I just had to clarify that, man. I mean, damn, that guy got me 4 times now. That
I sent
troll
you an
tried me,
email.
man. Crazy, man.
Yeah, what I wanted to ask is because I've been doing a lot of reading and listening to a lot of biblical experts, and I know whenever you talk on these platforms, people would always say, "Well, what's a biblical expert?" It's funny when they say that because they think that they are a biblical expert. So, for instance, uh, to me, a biblical expert is somebody who's been uh, studying the Bible for maybe 20 years, who went to theology school. To me, that's
But
an
but
expert.
but that's not the Most High. Never said that. The Most High said he's speaking through the mouth of the prophets. So, and then he
You
also
know,
said he chose. Then he also said he chose the poor of this world to confound the wise things of this world. So the Most High is not dealing with no theologians. The Most High don't
Like,
give a
let me
damn.
give you an example of this, right? Somebody
Right.
who has went and studied the Bible for say 10, 15, maybe 20 years, and if they were to have a conversation with a Hebrew Israelite, say it doesn't have to be me or Bible Defender in particular, it could be any Hebrew Israelite from any camp, we would, on certain subject matters, they might know a lot about, but then there's certainly some easy ones for us that they might not know much about, even though they might have went and so-called learned the Bible for 20 years. I'll give you a couple examples. They might not know about who the Israelites are. They might not know about reincarnation, about hell, about about Christ being black, about certain of the prophecies, so certain stuff like that, we would know more than they would when it comes with that, even though they studied the Bible for say 20 years, because the mystery wasn't revealed unto them to know.
Right. And then
you,
another thing to add on to that real fast is if you call yourself a theologian or you call yourself, any of these biblical terms, the first thing you gotta even know when it comes to the Bible, and this is the key thing that I always cut people on, and it's so easy like to cut people. The scriptures say the testimony of Jesus Christ, or who y'all call Jesus Christ, as the testimony, the spirit of prophecy. So if you don't, when you come on this panel, we don't even really have to debate you. We could just ask you what's going to come to pass, and if you don't know, we could just like block you off the stream because Jesus literally said the testimony of this. The Somebody get Revelation 19:10. I don't want to misquote it.
I'll grab it. Hold on.
I just want
well,
to.
let
I
me,
just want to.
as he's grabbing it, why did Jesus die?
He died
It
for the
doesn't say.
sins of he it does say he died for the sins of the nation of Israel to bring them back
I
to
I
the
got the
to the
verse.
fold. Yeah, you can read
This
it.
is
I'm gonna just break it down.
He
this is
died for everybody.
Revelation.
He didn't
Hold
die.
on, Eddie. We'll,
Just
we'll
like
we'll get
Cool,
to
ETT
we'll,
started.
cool.
ETT started a program by saying that God is black and racist and is
He
coming
is.
okay.
for
Well, Eddie, hold on a second, brother. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But let me just read the scripture
Mhm.
first.
About that they believe
Revelation.
God's black and racist.
Okay, okay.
That's true.
Hold on, brother. Hold on a sec. Let me just read the scripture.
That's what they believe.
Hey, Eddie, if you don't
Yeah.
mind, just go on mute for me real quick, because I was trying to read it.
Yeah.
Okay. Revelation chapter 19, verse 10, it says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Christ. Worship God. For the testimony of Christ is the spirit of prophecy." Let me read the
Right,
last part again. It says, "For the testimony of Christ is the spirit of prophecy." Right. So
right.
we'll
So,
ask someone if they got the testimony of Christ. If they say they do, we'll ask them, well, what does that mean exactly? And then they'll try to tell us the gospel and all that. Which, yeah, in a way, that is a testimony, but that's lacking, because a full testimony is to be able to prophesy, meaning to say something before it happens, which is
correct.
what we're doing, right? We're saying the prophecies of the scriptures before they come to pass. Go ahead, Eddie.
Oh, it doesn't make any sense that Jesus died for only black people.
Okay, now hold on a
Nobody
second.
said that.
Just to ask you something. You said a minute ago something along the lines, because I don't want to misquote you, but you were saying something along the lines that ETT came up with this belief that God is black and only
You just said
died
it.
for the Israelites. Is that
No,
something you said?
at the very first show today, you said that Jesus is black and he's racist and he hates white people. That remark in itself will cause division and hate.
Well, let me answer the question. Let me answer that before you, because I don't want you to twist ETZ words. What he
That's what he said.
said was,
He said
no, no, no,
word for word.
no, no, no. I'm elaborate. I'm elaborate a little bit because I don't want you twisting anybody's words. Number one, we both agree that Jesus Christ is so-called black man, and we both agree he's only coming to save the Israelites. Now, let me touch on one more point. That doesn't consist of just black people. We said that on many streams. And like I said,
Right.
we could debate that a million times. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before the stream started, you can laugh, you can make jokes. It's gonna be all fun and games now until you actually see it, and then it'll be cool then. But like I said, the Lord is not only coming to save people that's dark skinned. That's madness. The Israelites weren't just dark skinned people. There are various shades of brown, light skin, and many other, shades of white as well. You have there's no you can't say and it's like we got to keep it's like we're like broken records. That's what the prophets are, broken records. No, for
Yeah, I
real.
know.
Right.
But it's
Prophets are
funny because
broken records.
it's funny because you mentioned Paul, but Jesus told Paul to go preach to all nations, not only one nation.
You see,
Uh,
one thing Deacon was just so crazy. Deacon Sakari was just touching on this topic earlier.
but
Just
I can read
because
you, I can
just
read you
because
30 or 40 verses that where it
yeah,
says all
and,
nations.
and,
So
and I and I
what
could
is it?
and I could read you a million verses where the Lord literally says he hates the other nations, he's going to destroy them, and not only destroy them, they're also going to be nations put in subjection to the Israelites when the kingdom of heaven is set up. So you have to one thing people have to do is you have to differentiate and you have to say, okay, when I bring out verses, there's a such thing as what people do as diluting. You don't go to another scripture to prove what you're saying without dealing with the scripture at hand. That doesn't work. So you could go to a million scriptures and break them down wrong, or I could give you a scripture and tell you to break it down, and you could not agree because you don't believe it's right. Then it's
Well,
just going to be confusion.
what makes you believe that you're an Israelite and that Jesus is coming for you?
Well, the first thing is starting off with the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. But not only that, we have the
No, no,
spirit of
you.
pride. We have, hold on.
Besides the
You asked a
besides the
question.
Bible,
You asked
none
a
of
question, though. You
without
asked a
any
question.
Bible verses, what makes you think that you're a black Israelite and Jesus is coming for you?
Well,
And
nobody's, look, you see, nobody's black. Nobody's a charcoal type of color. That's one. So, you may be a demon, you may be subconsciously a demon, but we're not going to allow that on the stream. So the thing is,
I'm not.
nobody's black.
I, I'm not
But
a
nobody's
demon.
black. So
I
nobody's,
feel
okay.
that it's I
Okay,
feel
cool.
that
So
it's
nobody,
demonic that
cool. cool,
That
cool,
I
cool.
feel that it's demonic that
So
you're
okay, so if you
symbolizing one group.
cool, cool, cool. That's nice and that's cool. But we're gonna deal accordingly. So if you feel like that's demonic, cool. Now we're gonna call you out. Nobody's black. You could disagree to agree. Nobody on the earth is the color of a charcoal color. You may want to believe that, or you want to say that to be because there's if I say somebody's white, nobody's white. Nobody's the color of my shirt that I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing a white shirt.
or
They're
the
red.
color of the your icon on this because it's just the
Right.
white background, right? Nobody is that
Exactly.
skin color in the world. So that's
So
why when we say white people, we say so-called white men because they're not actually white because as we clearly see, nobody has that type of skin color as the profile is that we see here on the screen. Nobody has that type of skin color. So they're
and I'm gonna
so-called.
need you. I'm gonna need you. Well, no, I think I remember the question, but you can't ask me a question and then cut me off either. So you asking me why I think I'm an Israelite without the Bible. Number
Well,
one,
I saw
I
what
can.
the Black Israelites. They don't like to be called Black Israelites, but most of the groups in America are hate groups. So you and ETT may be a 0.1 percentage, but a Black
No,
Israelite
that's
in
not true.
America,
That's not true.
yeah, you can see all the groups, and you can see them going around preaching, saying that the white
Well,
man is
can you
evil.
okay? Can you clarify what you mean by the hate group?
I showed you all the videos about the all the Black Israelite movement, the groups. They created
Why?
like a,
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Can I? I just want to say this one thing, and I have to cut you off. Number one, because you didn't even let me finish, so I'm gonna cut you off on this topic matter. Why do you insist on? It's like you can't get the word black out your
that's
mouth.
what
It's
they
like
call themselves. That's why
no,
I'm
they
not.
do not. They do not call. No Hebrew Israelite calls themselves black Hebrew Israelites. Nobody says black Hebrew Israelite. No, I know every camp. I know all the leaders. I done spoke to many leaders. I done literally went to camps and met many brothers on many different levels and many different provinces and places. No one says they're black Hebrew Israelites. They like to be
You've been.
called Hebrew Israelites.
I know that. That's what I just said. So you've been to the
No,
Philadelphia
you
camp too?
you said black Hebrew Israelites. You said that's what
Well,
they like to be called. No, they
no,
do
no. I
not.
said I rewinded. I said they don't like to be called Black Hebrew Israelites. They don't like to be called that.
So why do you keep saying that? That's the point. You said that over 3 times.
Well, I said Black Israelites, but they don't like to be called that. But they will tell you that they don't like the white man, and the white man is evil.
Okay, pertaining to the white man being evil, right? What first of all, when you speak about the white man in general, we can categorize to a certain extent. Because if you want me to be honest with you, the people that's in rulership according to the Bible are so-called white people. The scriptures say in Second Esdras, the 6th chapter, that a certain rulership of a certain people will be ruling in the end of the world, and we see
Well,
those
Biden,
people are
the
white people.
president, the president doesn't rule nothing. He's
We know
just,
that the
yeah,
president is a puppet.
it's the organizations like Amazon and the oil industries that own everything, and they
Yo,
don't
Who's
real
like
really
quick,
white people,
Sacramento Truth Movement, is that you?
and they
Yeah,
don't
man,
like
what's
people like
going on?
me.
Hey, is somebody up here? Fucking, I tuned in the chat earlier, and then I seen my name pop up with my Twitter profile picture,
Yes,
and
some troll
so
was trying to get in with using your name, but they did it to all of us on here.
I think it was Rudy.
Yeah, yeah, I think the same thing too, man. I think the same thing too. But yeah, I won't let anyone else up on here just because he did it to me 5 times already, 5 times. So
When
I
today?
I ain't doing it. Yeah, yeah, 5 times today already. So I ain't bringing anyone else on here. We're just gonna stay on here with the five of us.
Well, no, I was in here earlier, man, but I'll be honest, I was messing with you too, but I didn't show no porn. I just was switching my name to yours and your profile picture.
Yeah, yeah, that's which I don't like that either, but at least that's not as
Yeah,
severe as what these
that
other
that
two
was
did.
me, and then because I joined with Rudy's name, and then I switched it to your name and your profile picture. I didn't show no porn though, but then
Uh,
right when that happened, I noticed somebody came in with my name and showed a pair of boobs. So like, that's
Right, right.
Yeah,
Well,
but
anyway,
yeah.
we'll get back to what we're saying then. We'll
What?
get back to the conversation. Go ahead, Bible Defender.
You're gonna have to
Somebody could
wait.
put themselves on mute real fast.
Oh, I don't know if I can
Like
move people like that.
but
They are very
pertaining to what
awesome.
pertaining to what I was saying though, like first of all,
I can't.
I
I don't
mean
even know if I can listen
the
to
the
these.
the
Steve.
the biggest disclaimer we come with is because he asked me a question. He said, how would I know I'm an Israelite without the Bible? Number one,
Get the
I
hell
could
out of
tell.
here.
I could tell based on how my life
Get out. Are
has.
you an?
Like, are
Never
you gonna
mind. Go
let me
ahead.
talk? You just
Go ahead.
emotional, and every
Yeah.
time you come on the stream,
You're just emotional.
yeah. Every time you come on the stream, you emotional. It's like, come on, like you have to understand. You don't have this. This how I know we got the truth. If you don't
No, you
agree,
know how I know? Because I
if you
read
don't
my
have to
Bible and Gentiles are included a million times. I can
look,
show you so many verses. Who do
okay,
you think
okay,
you are? Who do you think you
look,
are?
look. This is what I want to tell you.
I get
You can
emotional
be
because I
you.
don't like deceiving.
We look. Listen, we don't give a damn what you believe. So at the end
Well,
of the
then
day,
that's why I don't care what
you
you
can
believe. That's why I told my husband I don't
uh,
even want to talk to these
cool.
people. Who do they think
So
they are? Oh,
I mean,
oh,
so you
we're just
could. So
going to
I mean,
heaven.
I mean,
Where the hell
you
do you
could.
get that from?
Wait,
You could
wait
get.
a second. Wait. I want to chime in real quick. She
Where do you
said
get
that she
that from?
doesn't. Wait, hold on a second. You said you don't like deceiving, right? Do you know that God
I don't
deceives
like
people?
deceiving. No. So where do you get it from that only Israelites go to heaven?
Wait.
It's
We'll answer that, but you have to
Get the
answer
hell
me first.
out of here. That
You
is
said
it's
you.
so wrong.
it's all over
Hey,
the
Eddie,
Bible.
is there a problem or
Oh,
something? We're
really?
trying to speak, but she speaks over
So
us.
us Gentiles are just excluded when Paul says the Gentiles this and that, and Jesus died for the
Can I
whole world.
chime into this?
Hold
Good,
on.
please,
You
because I don't
can't in
know
a
how you're going
second.
to talk your way out of it.
Well, no, I got
What
something
is
to
her
add
name?
into that real quick though. Can I
What
say
is her
something?
name real quick? What is her name?
My name is
Vanessa.
Melanie.
Well,
No,
You
Melanie.
said
Melanie.
Melanie?
Yeah.
Okay, Melanie. Now we'll answer your question, but first I asked you something because you made a
I don't
statement. You
even know
said
if I want to get into this though, because it's
okay,
so ridiculous.
just hear me out real quick.
All right.
Well, if it is so ridiculous, it
Well,
should be very easy to refute. But anyway, you made a statement and said that you don't like deceiving. I was like, okay, cool. But do you know that God deceives people?
Right.
Excuse me?
God
God.
deceives
Do you
people.
know that
Oh,
God deceives
really?
people?
All right. And I hope you're
No,
not taking it.
I'm asking, do you know that?
That's how the devil works when a new person is converted.
No,
He
no,
tries to
no, no.
deceive people
no,
because they're
but God has
real
sent
Christians. Like,
lying and deceiving
don't listen to
spirits to
these
people.
people. Find some real Christians. Don't listen to them.
Hear what he has to say.
Okay, let me hear what you have to say.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry if
Let him
it
talk.
makes
Let
you
him talk.
angry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
go
let
ahead.
who talk?
Well, no,
Ladies first, guys.
how it all
Just kidding.
started is whenever they said that God's racist and he doesn't like white
Well,
people.
no, I wanted to mention something to you the other day, Eddie, but ETT wouldn't let me on. He was too good. Um, so you said you were Sicilian, right? Or
Yeah,
Italian?
yeah, my
Okay.
grandfather's from Sicily.
Okay. You do realize though that historically, Sicily used to be white people. You know, the Italians there used to be white, blonde hair, blue eyes, and then there was a black race people that came in and conquered the
Exactly.
area.
Exactly.
So, uh, you're up here saying that you are an Edomite, Eddie, but ironically, your people have Judite blood. So you technically would be considered an Israelite. And since your wife is I'm not sure what you know, she could be an
You have
Israelite,
no clue about
but there
the
are
Jewish
instances
people.
where there were Israelites who had wives of the other nations. They took them wives of the other nations. So that could be your kind of situation right here. I just wanted to bring
Right.
that up to you.
And I
Sure.
no, yo, that's so spiritual. I'm glad you brought that out because if you watch the last stream, I said the same exact thing. I said the Sicilian people, a lot of them was Israelites due to history. You know what I'm saying? And the brother didn't want to take it because I basically said once again, you got to understand. You may not know you an Israelite, but it got to be through the spirit. If you just hearken and listen, the spirit might jump on you and you might say, you know what? I'm understanding and I'm get what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because things could somebody could say well, God is coming to destroy a lot of people, and somebody might say, well, where can you show me that in the Bible? I don't like that. I don't agree with that. You feel what I'm saying? I think that God is coming to save everybody, but that's not true. According to the Bible, God has people He's going to destroy. He's going to destroy unbelievers. He's going to destroy sinners. So, God's going to have his hand full. You know what I'm saying? Through his son, though. You know what I'm saying? And through the judgments that he puts on the earth. You know what I'm saying? So, and back touching on what you said about does God deceive people, we could read somebody get Ezekiel 14:9. It's going to show you that God deceives people. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
God,
hold on. Let me do
yeah, you could
that.
get that scripture. But it just goes to show you that you got to understand God is the orchestrator. Satan is. I just want to stop giving Satan credit, because the Most High is the orchestrator of literally everything, and we're gonna get that too. We're gonna prove that too. That's in Sirach 18. We're gonna prove that in Sirach.
Ezekiel 14:9. Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
yeah. Let's read that.
Okay, it says, "And if the prophet is deceived and speaks a word, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand against him and will destroy him for the midst of my people of Israel."
Read it again.
Okay, yeah,
Re-
his people Israel, because
no,
that's his
no, no,
nation where
no,
we
no.
all
Let
came
him.
from.
No, but he's
Let him.
referring to the beginning. And if the prophet is deceived and speaks a word, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet.
Say it again.
I,
I,
the
the
Lord,
Lord.
have deceived that prophet.
Can you
Right.
please tell
So
me which verse this is? This is going to be time consuming
This
because
is
I got a
Ezekiel
lot
14:9.
I got a lot to unravel to prove you're wrong.
Ezekiel
so
14.
All right,
so so
Ezekiel
so
14.
what he's saying that the
Who do
Lord
you
is
guys
saying
think you are, though? Really,
the
what
Lord the
makes you
Lord
Nobody.
think
is
so special?
the Lord is
You
the
Nobody
guys,
claimed to
Huh?
be special though.
the Lord is saying I the
It
Lord
seems
deceived
like
that
it.
prophet.
Oh, we only go to heaven
No,
when he
no,
died
not
for the
really.
whole
No.
world.
What are you
Well,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
talking
hold
yeah.
about?
on. Like it doesn't work
That's what
like
you're
that.
saying.
He's just saying because you made a statement where you said God doesn't deceive people, or you alluded to that, and we're
Yes,
just
it
showing
is.
you verses that does show that God
Right,
also has
right.
made evil. He's done destruction, and he
Of
sends
course,
lying
he
and
was
Can
deceiving
judging
somebody
spirits to
evil.
people.
can you get Isaiah
He was
45 and
judging
7?
evil, judging things like this. But this is
Can somebody
nothing
get
compared to
Isaiah?
what they were doing. They were, they
Like
were,
like like
they were,
I'll give you an
they were
example. I'll
burning
give
their
you an
children in the
example.
fire.
Like
It was.
like
You think
hold
it's
hold,
evil
hold on a
today?
second, Melanie. Hold on, Melanie.
Oh, of course.
Now,
Go ahead.
now, say for an example,
Ezekiel 14. Did you say?
and this might be a
Ezekiel
hard pill.
14:9.
This might be a hard pill to swallow, but the
No.
Most High is behind
No matter
everything
what,
that's
I will
going on.
never
So
believe in
say for an
this.
example, the war
Okay, I got it
across
right.
the world that's thousands of, as people would say, innocent people losing their lives, the children as well. God's the one who orchestrates all that. As hard as that
We're
is
gonna
to
prove that
swallow,
too.
that's true, and we can
Wait,
clearly show
can you
that in
say
the
that
Bible.
again, please, before I read this verse? And then you're going to have to give me about a few minutes to look into it. And then will you hear my side?
Oh,
I'll try
well,
to
yeah,
be as
we'll
cordial
hear
as
out
possible.
what you're saying.
Can I read Isaiah 45:7?
Go
Yeah,
Can you read that,
let me
read
go
that.
one at
Okay.
a time.
But
I want to
hold
see
on,
what my
Melanie.
thought
Though
process is.
there's no like point of view or anything. This is just what it says, and
Right,
we're
exactly.
just
Right.
we're
But
just
you could
telling
be
you
taking it
that
all out of
God does
context.
this. There's
Wh-
no other
Of
context
course,
behind it.
because he's judging
Correct.
evil. Look
Just
at
read
the
it. Just read
world
it. Just read
today.
it.
Look
Just
how
read it.
much
Just read it.
patience he has.
Okay.
You gotta let the
Isaiah
Bible speak.
He don't want
45:7.
any to perish, but all to come to the truth.
All right.
Hmm.
Well, let us read
Cool.
the
And
scripture, and then we'll let you give
all.
your
You
understanding.
know what
We're
that
gonna
word
answer that
means?
question too. We're gonna answer that question
Oh,
too, and we're
good.
gonna
All
go through the
right.
precepts.
This is going to be
We
time consuming. That's why I just never really got into this because I
cool,
know
cool,
how
cool.
this works because I've been debating with people for years. Like I went on a religious forums when I was 31 years old and I'm
But
46.
there's
So
not really
off and on,
nothing
I've
to
been
debate
debating for
though. This is
years
just
and
we're
stuff.
saying
Huh?
what
Right.
God does.
Here, read the
What God
verse for him,
does.
and
Okay.
then we'll
All
let
right.
you.
All right. It's I
Wait,
form the
you
light
said
and create
Ezekiel 14:9.
darkness.
Hold on. Let me read Ezekiel 14:9, but could you give me like a minute to look into it?
just
Sure,
read it.
sure. But I'll read this one real quick though. This is
All right.
Isaiah 45:7,
Hold
KJV.
on a second. Let me
I
save
form
these.
the light
Hold on.
and
Hold on a second.
okay, okay, all right.
Thank you. That way I can look into it. Isaiah
I mean,
45.
it literally just says what it says.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not.
but that
There's
doesn't
no
mean
debate
hold on.
behind it though. It's
There's no
just this
debate
is what
behind it
God
at
is
all.
saying because
Oh
And this
yeah,
because
and
I
this
know
is what I
he forms. Yeah, he forms light.
wait.
He creates darkness. Yes, I, the Lord, do
So
these things. Why? Because
why?
we have
How
a
did you
choice
go?
between
How
good
did
and evil.
you didn't even read the whole verse?
But
Read the whole
yeah, yeah,
verse.
you
I know
skipped
that
over the
verse.
last part.
I
can
You
I
know
skipped
it.
read
the
I
it?
know it
parts.
by heart.
Can I read it?
I know the
Yeah,
damn
yeah, go
verse.
ahead.
Okay. All right. I form the light and
I
create
meditated
darkness.
on
I
that
make
verse.
peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
That's
Right. So
right.
let me break it down. So when you see evil happen on the earth, the Lord that somebody get raped, shot, stabbed, the Lord did it.
Right.
Matter
I
of
got a
No,
fact,
that
to
verse
doesn't
for
even
mean
that.
prove
the
that
Lord did
further,
it.
let's go to
He
Proverbs.
gives
Let's
us
go to
a
Proverbs.
choice.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Let's go to Proverbs 17 and 10.
Hold on though.
Or
I
you could.
got Amos 3:6. Let me get that.
That's another good one. That's another good precept. That's another good
Bible
precept
Defender,
through the
what was
spirit.
the one you said? I'll
I
pull it
know
up.
that verse very well. 45
Proverb
7. I just can't
Proverb
remember the numbers
Proverbs
quickly.
17 and 10.
I could show you
I got
so
this
many
one right
different
here.
ways
Hold
to
on.
it.
I got this one right here too. This is
Can I
Amos three
say something?
six.
You guys keep talking over me.
Yeah,
I
hold
can
on.
tell
Just let me read this real
so
quick.
many good things about
Melanie,
God.
hold on a second. We're trying to show you our standpoint, but then we'll let you chime in and you can
All
show us
right.
why you disagree.
Okay, this is
Proverbs.
Just let us read like two more scriptures and then we'll throw the mic over to you. All right?
all right.
Go
This
ahead.
is
No,
Amos three
all right.
six. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Question mark. Shall there be evil in the city,
And the
and the
city
Lord
and the
hath not
Lord.
done it?
Right.
So this is God um referring to himself, like, has the Lord not done this?
Yeah,
Referring to him putting evil in the city. So I'll read it again.
why?
Shall a
Because he's
trumpet be blown in the
judging.
city, and the
Because
people
he's
not be
judging
afraid?
them.
Shall there be
Because
evil
he's
in the city, and the Lord hath not done it?
wait,
What
which
was
one
the
is
other
this?
one?
Proverbs what? You
This
guys are
is Amos
nitpicking
Aim,
good
three
things.
six.
There's so many good things about God. What is it?
Amos 3:6.
Oh, Amos. I thought you said Proverbs. Hold on.
Yeah, we're getting that one too. What is that? Proverbs
Yeah, he's the
17 and
creator.
10.
He did create evil, but he also did say, if
Yeah,
you
we never
do
said that.
evil,
We
I'm
never
not
denied
done
any of that
talking.
though. We're just showing you that he creates evil though.
All right. All
We
right.
Right,
I
never
right.
know that.
we never
But I can't
denied he
We never
creates
stand.
good.
denied. We
Yeah.
never denied it the Most High. For an example, we never said that God doesn't love. None of us ever said that. We accept that God loves. That's certainly
Okay. Yeah.
true. But
All
he
right.
also hates as well. Just like how we have emotions, we love, and we also hate.
Well,
So
you
God's the
also
same
said that
way. He
God
loves and he
excludes
also
all
hates.
nations except for one.
Well, that's just facts. You gotta deal with it. And you gotta deal with it when the Most High come back. And look, this is what I want you to know.
It doesn't mean he
Everything you
discards all the
Okay, I
nations. He
got it
cares
right
about
here.
everybody.
Proverbs 17:10.
That's his nation, but that doesn't mean he discards all his people scattered throughout the world, and that includes
So
Christians.
what do you
What do
think
you think the
about
new
what is
covenant
that?
is
Second
about?
Ezra chapter 6 verse
hold on,
56.
hold on,
See, this is why I
hold on.
never
Let him
even
read that verse,
paid
last one.
attention
Let
to
him
you
read that
guys
last
because
one
I
though.
knew that it would make me get me all because I seen this
We're
and
just
I didn't
trying to
even
have
chime in.
a
I
friendly
only understood
discussion. I mean,
the
you're the
basics
one
of
that's
your
getting
beliefs,
upset
and I was
about
like,
it. We're
this
just
is
trying to be friendly
ridiculous.
with
I am not even going to go there, and I'm a woman, so I should be keeping quiet
I
anyway.
just want
But anyway,
I just
what
want
are
to
you
say this
saying?
one thing. I'm gonna
That,
say
that's
one
also
last thing.
another good point.
I'm gonna say one last thing pertaining to this discussion that we have. You got to understand. I know, even if, like I said, you could agree to disagree. You could be. This is what I want you to do. Even if you believe it's stupid or you believe it's nonsense, at the end of the day, I could believe everything you say is nonsense. I'm not gonna be
Sure,
disrespectful to you. I'm
that's
not gonna be
fine.
rude to you. I'm not gonna be rude to you. I'm not gonna get out of character. I'm not gonna get emotional. I'm gonna deal accordingly with the Bible says. That's it. So you could say what we
All
say is
right.
wrong. You
It
could
just
bring your
makes
points out.
me
That's fine.
angry
It's cool.
that
It's
there's a
cool. It's
group
cool.
of
You
people that think, oh, we're just going to heaven and
cool.
nobody
But
else
that's cool.
is.
But that's cool. But at the end of the
But
day, we
but
got to deal
but
accordingly.
where's heaven
And
though?
it's deception
Where
and
would that
it's
be at?
demonic doctrines of demons in the last days.
Okay,
Come on.
but for the record, the
That's
Hebrew
what this
Israelites
is.
don't teach that they're the only ones going to heaven.
Yeah,
That's another
Melanie, you're going to
misconception.
heaven too, actually.
Oh, well then, okay, you guys must be a different sect, I should
No,
say.
they all
Not
teach that.
necessarily. They all
No,
teach that. You just have
yeah,
a
they all teach
misunderstanding.
that.
Okay, all right, then let's get talking. All right, since you said that,
Okay,
because I was
I
going to say,
got
if you
Proverbs
what, wait a
17:10
minute,
though.
wait
Can
a
I
minute,
read
wait
that?
a minute, wait a minute.
She
If
don't
you're
want to let you
saying
read it.
I wouldn't have really wanted to talk to you guys if you were saying stuff like only we go to heaven and Israelites go to heaven.
No,
Look,
I was
everybody
saying,
goes to
But
heaven, but
all
you're
there's
even
a
camps.
going
hierarchy.
heavy.
There's roles.
Okay, good. Then let's
Hold
talk.
on. Say that. Hold on. Let him say that again. Let him say it again. Because whoever this brother is,
All
he's
right.
real smart. Say it again.
I didn't even really
Everybody
get to say
does.
much though.
Everybody does go to heaven, but say what he said again. Say
Ladies first,
exactly what you
remember?
said
I'm
Oh,
again.
just kidding. No,
I
I
said
want to hear his
everybody
side
goes to
first.
heaven, but there's
I'm gonna,
roles. Everybody has a role, and
Correct.
it's like it's like I don't want to sound because we talk about the Masons a lot, but it's like a pyramid structure. You got the Most High, then you
Exactly.
got
Exactly.
Christ, who's the King and the High Priest. Then you
All
got
right.
the elect, which are the men nations
No,
of Israel, the 12
you
tribes.
forgot the 12. You forgot the 12 apostles first.
and
Okay,
you
yeah,
forgot
yeah.
the
Then
Christians.
it's the elect, and then it's the nations of Israel, and then the other nations under Israel that serve
Exactly.
everybody
Right,
else.
That's
right.
that's the point. So this is what I want you to understand, Melody. You got to
Hmm.
understand. Everybody's gonna go to heaven, but you're gonna have a purpose there. You're either gonna be a slave. You're either gonna be a 12 apostles. You're either gonna be a part of the 144,000, or you are Yahweh or you're Yahweh, which means you're
We're
Jesus
gonna rule
Christ
and
or
reign
you're the
with
Heavenly
Christ.
Father.
The
Or
saints will rule and reign with Christ in the
and,
millennium.
and who are the saints according to the Bible? The
That's the
Pardon?
elect.
Israelites. The saints are the Israelites according to the Bible.
The other
Oh,
nations will be made to serve the Israelites and the Most High, Melanie.
Right. That's just
what?
that. It's just that simple. He said the
One
Israelites. He said
nation
the other
will
nations
be
are made to
servant.
save the Israelites, serve the Israelites in the kingdom of heaven. That's all over the Bible. How did you miss that when you read it? Okay, and this is another thing. How did we all agree? We all in agreement. It's three people on here that's in agreement and read the Bible. I read the Bible numerous, probably I don't even know how many times I've read the Bible back and forth. And every time I got the same interpretation, I made it find certain things that was different a little bit. But every time I still got that only Israelites is going to be saved. And I still got that there's ethnic hierarchy in the kingdom of heaven. Just one Bible verse proved that there's ethnic hierarchy. Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Well, what is this
Just that.
Adam in the chat saying? We just said there'd be slaves in the new kingdom.
Well, it's just like a Republican talking to you. You said that you used the analogy that you read the Bible, the whole Bible, and there's three people against one. Well, and you're saying that when you read the Bible that you
No,
interpreted
no, I
your
said
way.
no. I
Well,
said how
it's
was it?
just
No, you. I said how did three people? How is three people
All right.
interpreting the
What
Bible
well,
the
how
same way?
well
can you read 1
how could
Corinthians 6, 1 through 3, please?
how could a
Oh,
politician deceive people, millions of people, and have them fake vote for them
You're
and
correct. You're correct on that.
believe
You're correct
believe.
on that. So what do
But,
we do
but
now?
so that's not a good analogy by saying just because there's three people in the room
Who?
that read the Bible.
So
you
that's not a
said
good analogy,
Corinthians
right?
7:36.
So
No,
so what
I
do we
said
do now is
thank
we
you.
divide the
No,
word of
it's
truth.
First Corinthians. Wait a minute. First Corinthians 6, 1 through 3. Can somebody read that?
Good, you read
Yeah,
it.
hold on, I got it right now. First Corinthians, um,
Well, I'm
repeat
supposed
that.
to not
6,
usurp
1 through
authority.
3,
Yes.
1 through 3.
Well, I guess I.
Okay, I got it. Dare any of you, having a matter against another, go to law before the unjust, and not before the saints? Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye worthy? Are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?
Can you pause it though? Can you take a pause? Because
Yeah.
every word and
And this
everything
is,
has
remember, the
precepts in
New
the Bible.
Testament. He's talking to Gentiles,
So no,
Corinthian
who are
Gentiles.
no,
Well,
How can
who are the
somebody have
Gentiles
that?
though?
no, we
Huh?
gotta take a pause because who are the saints according to the Bible?
Well, they were
The
anybody but Jews.
Gentiles are Israelites who are not
Thank you.
within the kingdom of God.
Exactly. It's that simple.
What?
We told them that the last time. So you got somebody else telling you the
The
same thing.
Gentiles are people like me. Anybody who's not a Jew, basically, is a
No,
Gentile.
all right.
Well, no,
Wait, time out.
Yeah.
that's a
Pause.
modern term for it.
Exactly. But and the
Anyway,
brother told you. How do you
he's
know?
talking to
First of
the
all,
church.
how do you know?
In First
How
Corinthians,
do you
wait a
know you're
minute.
not an
In First
Israelite?
Corinthians, you guys are getting mad because you know I'm right. In First
I'm
Corinthians
not
6,
mad.
1 through 3,
Who's
he's
mad?
talking to the
Nobody's
church.
mad.
He's talking to the church in that verse. Want to
We
read
already
it
know the
again?
whole Bible.
But who's
And
the
who's the
church though? A
church?
church is a congregation of
I have
believing
more for
Israelites.
you,
Is
by the
what a
way,
church
but
is.
but
Who's
the
the
first
church?
he was talking to the Corinthian church. He was going to different areas to preach, and
Yeah,
he
but
was
who
talking.
were they though? Those were
Who were they?
All right,
Israelites.
let's dig further into the chapter. Then he's talking to us. He's talking or Christians. You want me? Do you want me to go into? I'll go into it further. For First Corinthians.
ETT. This
Do you
proves
want to read it again
Christianity
so you can
is
understand
just
it?
garbage. Can we could touch we could break down the verse. Who are the saints according to the Bible? The saints are going to
Those
judge the
are
world. Who are the saints?
that's the
The
elect.
saints according to the Bible. Exactly. And who are the elect? It comes out
Those
of the
are
nation of Israel.
right.
So
You guys are
so
okay.
who
All right.
I could prove it. Let's
But
go to Psalm.
Melanie,
Who do you think he's
Let's
Christianity
get two
talking?
even
precepts.
teaches that though. Christianity teaches
I'm
that the
not even
elect are
done.
the
I'm
12
just
tribes.
scratching the surface here. I'm just scratching the surface. But who do you think Paul's talking to in that
Well,
chapter?
when
We're
Paul's
gonna show you.
well, hold on,
Show
Melanie.
me, please.
In Christianity, though, whatever denomination you are, with that verse, even with the modern term for Gentiles, you would say Paul is referring to other nations who are not Israelites but Christians. So even in that
Not
kind of
Christians.
context, right there. No, hold on though,
Well,
hold on. Even in that
he's
kind of
not talking to
context, though.
Israelites there. He's trying to convert people
Yes,
that aren't
exactly,
Jews.
exactly, and that's what I'm referring to. What modern Christianity teaches, even in that kind of context, what denomination you are, in that context with the Christian ideology, when Paul's talking to these people who are not Israelites but trying to convert them, Paul refers to the saints, and
Yo,
the
hold on.
saints
We
that
we
he's
got we
referring
got
to
Adam
are
on
the
here.
12 tribes of Israel.
Yo, hold
Oh,
on a second.
are
Adam,
you
can
telling
you
me
hear
that
us?
all this preaching he did when Jesus said go out and
Melanie,
preach to all the
hold on a
nations?
second. Hold on a
Ah,
second.
okay.
Yeah, hold
Did
on.
you understand what I
Adam,
said?
No,
wait,
because
Jay,
what you
hold
said I
on.
didn't
Hey
see right
guys, hold on a second. Someone else joined the panel. That's new here. I want to see if they can
Tell him to
hear us.
turn on his camera.
Oh, damn, they left. Adam, click the link, man. I let you
That's
in.
that
I
dude
don't know
from the
why you
chat, though.
jumped off.
That's that dude from the chat.
You know what I
When
want to
Corey
have. You
comes
know what I
back,
want
then
to
you
have.
guys can continue.
But
To
Melanie, did you
happen tonight,
understand
though.
me though, or
You
Can
know
no?
what
you
I
say
want
it
to happen
again?
tonight.
Because that's really weird.
Yeah. Hold on, Bible Defender. Let me just like say it again. So I said, since you're a Christian and you're preaching a Christian doctrine, whether what denomination you are, they all teach the same shit. So what you're preaching, referring to Paul preaching to these other nations, try to convert them. But when Paul refers to saints in this verse in the Christian doctrine, the saints that he's referring to even teaches that those saints are the 12 tribes of Israel. I
And
just
we
wanted
could
to
prove
bring that
that.
in.
Can you
And we
prove
could
it to
prove
me?
that.
But
All
Can
that's
right.
we get
even what
a
Christianity
somebody?
teaches, though. That
All right,
there's nothing
we gonna
denying
prove
that.
it.
That's what
We,
Christianity teaches.
no. We gotta prove it. We're gonna prove it. Let's go to Psalms 50. Let's go to Psalms
Oh,
50
go
and
to
5.
and then
And
go to
somebody
two
give me.
Timothy. Wait a minute. Go to two
We
Timothy 2:12, please.
we're gonna show you. Hold on. Let's see who the saints are according to the Bible, and then we're gonna go after that, and we're gonna show you who Paul was talking to directly. So first, we're gonna show you who the saints are, and then we're gonna show you
We're the
who Paul
saints.
was talking to
Christians are the
directly.
saints, and
All
I'll
right,
have
What
to.
all right.
verse? You
Let's go
said
to
Proverbs what? Oh,
No,
so
Psalms 50 and 5, and then Psalms 148 and 14. Matter of fact,
All
you
right,
give
let
me
me go.
Psalms
Hold on.
148, Psalms 148 and 14 first, and then you could give me
Okay,
Psalms
Psalms
50 and
one.
5.
Wait, can you slow down? Psalms
you
140
said
and what?
140 and 50 and 5?
148 and 14. Psalms 148 and 14. That's the first precept I
Okay,
want.
all right.
Hold on a minute.
All right, I
Then
got
the
it. Hold
priest,
on.
then the
For some
precept to
reason,
that is Psalms
I'm
50 and
having.
5.
Wait,
That's
I'm so bad at this. Psalms what?
I got it.
148 and 4. He got it. He got it. He gonna read it.
All right.
I want to look at it.
You said
148.
148 what?
In verse 14.
14. Let me find it. All
All
right, all
right.
right. I'll start at 13. Let them praise the name of the Lord, for his name alone is exalted. His majesty is above the earth and heaven.
Samuel.
He
Wait a
has
minute. Timothy
raised up a
Samuel.
horn
I
for his
recognize your
people.
voice.
prays for all of his saints, for the people of Israel who are near to him. Praise the Lord.
Say it again. Read it. Now I want you to read it
But
slowly
I'm
again.
sorry, you distracted
It's
me.
telling
Your
you.
voice was very familiar. Do you have a channel?
Yeah, this is the Sacramento Truth Movement.
You're on something else too. You have a few
Yo,
channels.
is this Adam speaking?
Well, you've been on my page before, you and Eddie.
Okay. Anyway,
We've talked before.
all right.
Yo, let Adam speak. They just joined. What's up, Adam? Can you hear us? Oh, damn, they dropped
We
again.
could hear his
I don't
mic.
know
He
what's
might be
going
having
on.
mic problems, but we heard him
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
minute.
you might want to join from another device, man.
We got to get through this topic though. So can you please read that again so
Yeah,
we can show you who
yeah.
the saints are? And we're gonna read it
All right.
slow for you.
Are
So,
we out of time?
Melody, are you there? Are you on
Yeah.
Psalms 148? All right. So we're gonna read it. It's gonna show you that the saints are the Israelites. Can you read it?
Yeah, I'll start at 13 again.
Okay.
Psalms is written in the form of a song. If you didn't know that, Melanie. Um, so it's
Mm.
let them praise the name of the Lord, for His name alone is exalted. His majesty is above earth and heaven. 14. He has raised up a horn for His people. Praise for all His saints, for the people of Israel who are near to Him. Praise
Even
the
of
Lord.
the children of Israel. So what does that mean?
Right.
Even. So there's two
The
separate
saints are
people.
the saints are the Israelites according to the Bible.
No, it
It says
doesn't.
Because
even. No, 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 no,
What
no, no,
version
no,
are
no.
you in?
This is
I'm in the
completely wrong.
ESV.
It says he also exalted the horn of his people, the praise
well,
of
if
all
you
his saints, even
But
of the children of
I
Israel.
didn't read
So
even
that is
though.
telling you that there are saints in Israel.
What
Like they're
version are
both
you
of
in,
them.
Melanie?
I'm
What
in
Bible version?
148:14 of
No, no,
Psalms.
yeah, no, no,
she's probably reading out of the KJV. That's wrong.
Yes, I am reading out of KJV.
okay, yeah,
Yes.
I'm in the ESV, and
Cool. If you don't want to agree with that scripture,
No,
let's go to the precept to back it up. Let's go to Psalms 50 and
but
5.
you know
it's
what's
the
funny though
KJV.
is,
It
hold on,
says
you know what's
both.
funny
It
though
says
is the
saints
ESV
and
doesn't use the word even.
Israel, his people. It says two people. Go to the KJV.
Did you know that
148
But
though?
where
The
but where
Should I
does
KJV
it
go?
say
doesn't
where does it
use
say two
even in
people though?
in the ESV.
Well, the ESV,
It
the
says
KJV
it
is the
says
most
he
accurate.
has raised up a horn for his people, praise for all of his saints, for the people of Israel who are near to him. In the
But
so
if
you're
she but
saying
hold on. If she don't want that though, we could get to the precept because it's a
okay.
precept.
Go to the
Let's go to Psalms
KJV.
50 and 5.
It
Let's go to
delineates. There's saints, and it says his people and the people Israel. So I don't see why they took that out. So we can argue about this.
Well, no, I'm not arguing about nothing.
No,
The
no, no. They
ESV though
know that if they
is the
take little
closest to
words
the
out like that, and
KJV
that's what they
in
did with the
modern
other
English.
Bible versions, that they
let's get
can
the
twist
precept.
it
Let's get
like
Psalms
this.
50 and 5. Psalms 50 and
Okay.
5 is gonna
All
clear it
right,
up.
hold on.
Wait, did you
Right.
read? Can you please read the KJV version of 148:14, please?
Sister,
I
it's
know
the
what the
same thing.
KJV it's the same thing.
It says he
It's the
also
same thing.
exalted. Can I say it again? He also exalted the horn of his people, the
Yeah, I
praise
just
of
read
all
that
his
though.
saints, even of the children of Israel. The praises of all his saints, even of the children of
Okay.
Israel.
All
People,
right. So
people,
I got
people.
Psalm
All right, thank you.
55. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, Psalms
Oh,
50
I
and 5.
don't know. Whatever you want.
58:5 or 50 and 5?
No, 50 and 5. Excuse me.
You saying
Psalms 50 and
58?
5. No, 50. 50
Okay.
in the
All right.
fifth
Hold on.
verse.
Hold on. All right. I got it. Gather to me my faithful ones who've made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
Wait, what did
Right.
you say?
So
Psalm 58:5?
Psalms 50 and 5.
Do
55.
you
Yeah,
want the
Even.
whole? You want the whole
50
Uh,
thing?
and 5.
Oh, okay.
Because
you can
I
read
can
you
No,
can
me
read.
read
too. Gather my saints together
she
unto me, those that have
right.
made a covenant with me.
With me by
Because
Those.
there's more
sacrifice.
to it. Because it
No,
goes
no,
on.
no. Hold on. Shh. Hold on. Let her be quiet. Let her
Isn't
comment
this the
something.
Old
Read it.
Testament?
Read it.
Yeah, it's the
No,
Old
read it.
Testament. But
Read it from
Let her
4
read it
to
out.
8.
No,
but
she
do
don't
you
gotta
mean
read
to
it to
tell me
verse. All
that?
she gotta do
Yeah,
is read the fifth
but
verse.
7
Just let her
goes
read
on to
the
talk about, "Oh Israel, I will testify against you. I
Okay.
am God.
I
Oh
promise
my
you. Just let
people."
her just let her read the fifth verse in her version. Just let her read it. Read the verse
Okay.
melody.
Gather my saints together unto me, those that
Hold
have
on.
made
Let's
a
take a pause.
covenant.
Let's take a pause. Gather my saints together, and he's gonna elaborate who the saints are. Finish.
Those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
Let's take a pause. Who did he make a covenant by sacrifice with? Those are the saints.
This doesn't mean though, this is the Old Testament though. This doesn't mean that this is high
So
and
so
dry
so the
and
most
the
so the
saints are
most High
just
changed that.
Israelites. Huh?
So you agree with that? So you agree with that verse is saying right there that the saints are the
Well,
Israelites, right?
he
That's
gather my
exactly what it
saints.
says.
Here's what the meaning of saints is: faithful, kind, godly, holy one, kind, pious, godly, faithful ones. So it doesn't have to be
That's
a
not what the
specific.
verse is talking about, though. It says,
Look
Can I?
"Gather
through
my
the
saints
one's
together,
confused and look
those
at what the
who
word
have made
saint
a covenant
means.
with
It
me
has dual
by
meanings because
sacrifice."
Christians are considered saints, the holy ones too. Here's what
Hold
the
on,
meaning
Melanie.
of the
Hold on.
word.
Can I add something into that though?
Yeah,
Can you read Psalms 54 down to 7?
50, then 4, and then 7. Sure.
No, like
Uh,
read it actually no, start at 4 and stop at
yeah,
8.
at 8. Okay. He shall
So
call
Saul,
to the heavens.
okay.
He shall call to the heavens from above and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Yeah, were his people. And then
Oh, they
there
were
was a
his
new
people.
covenant. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. I looked up the word saints. It's anybody that's a holy one, and that's of God. And then let me
Just
go
keep
to
on going.
verse 4. Gather my saints unto me. Verse 5. And the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for God is judge himself. Selah. Hear,
Salah.
O my it means pause. Hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Israel, and I will testify against thee. I am God, even thy God. Okay. So what's your point there?
Well, going back to that, it says that he may judge his people. And then it goes on to talk about his saints. And then so it says uh what is it? Where is it? 7 says, "Hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Israel. I will testify against you. I am God, your God." So in the
He does
KJV
Israel a lot in
it
the
uses the
Bible.
word thy, and that could be simultaneously in Old English as your and the.
Right.
Okay. Will you guys look up, will somebody Google the meaning of saint in the old, in
You
the
can't look up. Hold on.
Google
You
it?
can't look up the
But where are
word
you getting the
Google.
definition from though?
She's
I
going to
have it
Google and
in my
looking up the
app.
word saints. That's madness.
That can come
What
from
do you
any
mean it's
denomination
madness?
though, it's interpretation.
It doesn't specify any type of group. A saint is anybody who is godly and of
But
God.
you see, there's a problem with this though,
Then in the New
because
Testament, where
okay,
the
hold on
saints
a
are
second.
just
Let me
Christians
just
who
chime
are
in real
godly
quick.
now.
We can't go on
And
Google and just go
who
by
he's
their
preaching to,
definition,
you can't
because
deny
Google
that
will
he went to
also tell you
Google is good
that
for a
the gospel.
historical context, but
right,
not
right.
like a spiritual one.
Right, but now say for an example, if we go on Google and look up the word hell, like what Melvin likes to do when we have our chats, it'll say a place, a suffering where people burn is what it will tell you as one of the meanings for it. But then
One
we find
meaning.
out going by the scriptures, and that's not so. That is a misunderstanding
Who's
of
Melvin?
man's belief about what it means. What do you
A,
say, Jay?
a brother that comes on. A brother that comes on by the stream sometimes. The brother
Uh,
Melvin.
Oh, is that the Ronin guy?
Trendy.
No, that's someone different. That's someone
Oh,
different.
okay. You know what? I wanted to ask you something, ETT. If you and
No.
Bible Fender would be interested.
Go ahead.
Okay, I don't know if you've seen like my
Can
Discord
somebody
message
look
I
up that
sent you
word
like
again, please?
20 minutes ago. But
No,
I was wondering if you would want to log in through my StreamYard link. And then I got all my pages set up right there.
Is
Majority
that
of
your
them.
profile picture? Can I ask why you chose that creepy profile picture?
Yeah,
yeah,
hold on.
that's a sign
Yeah,
of
But
the
I
What
was
does
demon.
it
wondering.
mean?
I
I
was
might do that, Jay. We'll see what happens, man. We'll
okay.
see.
Yeah, no, no.
I might
I'm
do
not asking you if you want to like stream on your pages. I was wondering if I give you my StreamYard account because I got all my pages already set up on it. So you don't gotta log into the page itself to stream. You can just log in through my StreamYard account, And if you want to stream on my pages, like the main one with all the subs, you can, man, if you want to.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
that's cool, man. I might take up your offer on that for
Okay.
stream too.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
So
No, I just I was
can
wondering.
somebody
Please
can
go in the
somebody get
Strong's.
Can I get
you,
what?
you can bring out your scripture. You can bring out your scripture. I was gonna bring out a scripture, but she has some, so I'll let her go to her scripture.
Somebody please type in Google in the Strong's Concordance and tell me what the word saints means in
But look,
Hebrew and in Greek.
we just dealt with the word saints. You
But
cannot, first
Strong's
of all,
Concordance, though, that's based off of Yiddish Hebrew. That's European. That's an Ashkenazi type of
Oh, please, I am.
hold on,
linguistics.
hold on. Not even only that, you cannot go to this is what you can't do with the Bible. You can't go to things that the Bible has precepts for. The Bible says go precept upon precept. So you can't
Mm-hmm.
go to things when the Bible says who the literal saints are, and you're going
They're
to a
dual. It's
Google
dual.
definition. It's literally telling you who the saints are, and everybody knows who the saints are. And you're trying to go to Google to figure out the saints are, but the
No,
Bible
I have
says who the
a
saints are.
concordance. I have a
The
concordance.
only
Do
thing
you guys
Strong's
have one?
Concordance is good for is like language variations. That's what I
Yeah,
use it
but
for.
who do you think?
So,
Okay, so let me type in
so
the
can we
word
go to
saints
Isaiah
and
45 and
see
4?
what
Somebody get
comes up.
Isaiah
Yeah.
45 and 4. Because now we got to see
Saints.
who the elect are, right? Let's go to Isaiah 45 and 4. Let's see who the elect
Uh,
is according to the Bible.
for the sake of my servant Jacob and Israel, my chosen, I call you by your name. I name you, though you do not know me.
Oh, I got a good one right here for you that will blow this out of the water. Water. Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
you know what I want you to do now, Melody. I want you to read Isaiah
Mhm.
45 and 4 in your version.
Can I do one
Even
real
better.
quick? Because I'm on this
Wait,
right now.
well, you got to read the scripture. We got to see what you
I
think
let me
about it.
read this real quick. It's this one's Judges. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints.
And who are those
It
saints?
said, yeah, the 10,000s of his saints. And we all know that when you read about Thessalonians and us going to heaven and then coming back with him at the very end for Armageddon, you know, in Thessalonians, he's talking to the church. And throughout the whole New Testament, he's talking to the church mostly. And of course, he's
Okay, now in the
mostly
verse
to
that
the
you went
Jews.
to,
And he's
when you
trying to
read
tell
about
them
the
that
ten
only
thousands
faith
of
can
the
save
saints,
you, and that's it.
how does that tell you who the saints are though? Like, what was the point of you
Well,
going
no,
there?
that
I
that
think.
would have
Hold
been
on a
such a
second.
good one. But the
I
saints will
think.
come back
Hold on,
with him.
Melanie. Hold on a second. I think the reason you went there because you wanted to focus on how it says 10,000s of his saints, right? So you
Hmm.
wanted to show that it was a large number, right? Is that what you
Right,
went there
that's it.
for?
That's really what you
Colossians
went there
1
for.
4. Colossians
Okay.
1 4.
Now when we deal with
Since
how
we
it
heard
speaks
of your
about,
faith in Christ Jesus and of the love which ye have to all the saints. Since ye Colossians 1 4.
Hold on. Do you guys read from the Apocrypha? What is your name, Eddie?
I have
Why?
No. Just
I
You
have
Oh,
don't
this.
read from the Apocrypha?
No, I don't read.
Okay.
so
I don't
how you
Um.
gonna
read.
understand the Bible?
Okay.
How you
So,
how you
so
gonna
okay.
hold on, let's take a pause. How are you gonna understand the whole Bible when the literal apocrypha was taken out the original 1611 King James version? You could go to any Barnes and Noble, you could go anywhere on the planet Earth, and you ask them, "Can I get a King James version with the
No,
apocrypha
no,
with it?" They're gonna give it to you. So
um,
you're mixing.
no, no.
no, no, no.
You interpret the Bible differently than other people interpret the Bible. That doesn't mean that what you're saying is true.
Yeah, but there are
When
verses in the Apocrypha that are referenced in the New Testament too as well. So you got to look into those. But
but
can I read
listen,
these real quick though for you, Eddie?
yeah, but everybody has their there are different groups who have their own interpretations. You have the Catholics and the Jewish people, the
The
Christians, the
Catholics use
Lutheran.
the Apocrypha though.
Can you read Colossians one
Yeah,
twelve,
but they
please?
all have different
Can somebody please?
Right, right.
interpretation.
Can somebody
Can I
please?
can I read a verse though myself real quick that I wanted to
Okay,
bring
and then
out?
after that, I'd like you to read that.
Okay.
All right.
All right. This is Wisdom of Solomon 3:9. They that put their trust in him shall never understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath care for his elect. And then I got Wisdom of Solomon 4:15. This the people saw and understood it not, neither laid they up this in their minds, that his grace and mercy is with his saints, and that he hath respect unto his chosen. So his chosen would be, his tribes, his people, and that would be who his saints are. Hello?
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Bible Defender dropped. He'll probably be back in a minute.
Oh, okay. Does he read from Wisdom of Solomon?
Who?
Bible Defender.
Yeah, if that's in the Apocrypha, the 14 books, then yeah, he reads from it.
Yeah, Tobit, Wisdom of Solomon,
Yeah, yeah.
Sirach, First
All
Maccabees.
right. Now, real quick, Bible Defender, I see you in the back chat. Just put your face camera on for me for just a sec, so I can just make sure it's not the troll. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good. I'll bring you back on.
Did he hear me read these or no?
No, I didn't
Um.
hear you. I didn't hear
Okay,
you
all
read.
right. I'll read them again for you. All right, so I got Wisdom of Solomon 3:9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath cared for his elect. And then I got Wisdom of Solomon 4:15. This the people saw and understood it not, neither laid they up this in their minds, that his grace and mercy is with his saints, and that he hath respect unto his chosen. And
I
then I
just
said,
I got a question for Melody. This is a
okay.
good question. This is a good question. I got a question. Melody, are you here? Is Melody here?
Uh, Eddie's muted.
I forgot to unmute it because I was listening to something.
I got a good question. I got a good question to Melody. I got a good question for Melody, and I'm gonna ask this question because this is a beautiful question.
Sure.
So what is the this is where I'm gonna see your level of IQ. What is even what is the purpose? What is the purpose of even believing the Bible?
The purpose,
Yeah,
the
what is the
main
purpose
purpose,
of?
because this world sucks and it's evil, and when you become a Christian, you just don't like it, the evil, and you know it's the truth. You could see everything playing out that the Bible's the truth,
So
and
is
you
that
want to do the right thing. I mean, who wants to be? I don't want to be a part of this world. Just look, they're trying to
is
hack humans and everything. Like, this is getting really ridiculous
but
here.
is that the purpose of believing the Bible?
No, the purpose of believing in the Bible is to
That's
gain
what I
wisdom.
asked you.
Yeah, to gain wisdom, instruction. It's, they say BIBLE stands for basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Somebody get somebody get First Corinthians 15 and verse 50, and somebody get Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 15. I'm
You
gonna show
guys
you.
are
Uh,
going to the New
but
Testament.
can I finish my point of view for Melanie though regarding
Yeah,
Wisdom of Solomon?
yeah, you can finish.
Okay.
My fault.
No, you're good. You're
Can I
good.
answer your
So
question with
so
how you?
this is regarding to who the saints are.
Yeah, the saints. Who do you think Paul's talking about in the New Testament? Do you think
He's
he's
talking
talking about
about the children of
Israel?
Israel.
Oh my gosh. Oh
Well,
wow.
okay. So
I'm
let me.
I can't
Can
talk no more because
hold
no
on,
matter what
Melanie.
I
Hold
say,
on.
they're not going to listen. No, I can't
No,
do this
I'll
anymore.
listen to you. I'll listen to you. Just let me finish my point though, because like,
And it's not because I think I'm wrong. I just know that how this works
Well,
out.
but
You guys
we'll
start
respect
talking
it.
about the
In order
Apocrypha
to have a
and going into
discussion
this.
with
I
someone,
know
you
how
have to
this
know
works.
their
I've been
premises. So
dealing
just
with
let
this
him
for many
explain
years.
why he
well,
has that viewpoint.
I'm reading to a book that you probably don't read from.
Okay, which one?
Okay, this is Wisdom of Solomon 4:15. I'll read it again to you. It says,
Isn't
"This
that
the
the Song of
people's."
Solomon?
Wisdom
No.
of Solomon.
Where do you get Wisdom of Solomon? I thought the name of
Wisdom
the
of
book.
Solomon is the Apocrypha.
No, I don't. The Apocrypha is isn't that Catholic?
No.
It's not just Catholic. It's Dead Sea Scrolls.
Oh, okay. I don't buy into. I don't know. I should check them out, but I believe that
It's a
God
whole lot of
is
books.
powerful enough to preserve His book after all these years. When you see how He used His people to keep things straight, He
Exactly,
kept that
exactly.
Bible
And that
intact,
and that's
and
why
that's
they
the
couldn't
same
destroy God's
Bible
books. That's why they couldn't destroy the
book.
60. And that's why the 12, which I would also say 13 because I subscribe to a couple other ones. So I'd probably say plus 20 never were destroyed. That's why they later
Let
resurfaced
me
is
make
because
another
you
cup
can't
of coffee
destroy
real
God's
quick. I'm gonna be
scriptures.
up late. Hold on a minute. All right, I'll try to be. I'm gonna pray for patience with this because this is
Okay, just can I
one of
read
those
this to you
subjects
real
that
quick
I do
though?
not have patience with. I don't.
Yeah,
Cool.
can I just read this to you real quick though?
Can you give me a second?
It's just real fast. It's just real
All right, go
fast.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so Wisdom of Solomon 4:15. I'll read the second half of it. It says that his grace and mercy is with his saints, and that he hath respect unto his chosen. So his chosen would be the tribes of Israel. Those are the chosen people.
Mhm.
Jacob
That's
was
the
his
Old
chosen.
Testament. Absolutely, you're right.
Exactly. And this is
That was
part
the
of the
Old
Old Testament.
Testament.
And so
Hmm.
his saints, it says his saints are with his saints. And the second half talks about his chosen, which are his tribes of Israel. So
That
the
doesn't
saints
mean that
are from
saints
that tribe.
exclusively means
Tribes with the S.
Israelites throughout the whole Bible. Doesn't mean that.
Yeah, but there's other scriptures though that refer to that
Yeah,
also
in the
as
Old
being the
Testament.
case.
We
In
And
the
already
Old
went.
Testament. You keep going
We
to the
already
Old
brung out
Testament.
force.
We are on in a
but
new
we brought out
covenant.
scripture to you though that's from the New
Wait, wait,
Testament
wait,
though
wait. We in
earlier.
the new covenant?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
hey,
We have
that's the
tons here
spirit.
to
That's
show
the
you
That's
that
spirit.
another
The
Paul
Holy
topic
spoke
right
to
Spirit's
the
there.
about
church
to
Spirit.
ask
and he
that
was
question.
Nope,
talking to
nope. That's
us
the
as
spirit.
saints.
We in the
Melanie,
new covenant.
are we in the new covenant
You,
today?
yes,
Oh
Israelites are
man.
chosen people too, but so are Christians. We are a chosen people, a royal priesthood. Uh, we are. What is how do they say? How's it go?
But
It goes
are you
royal
in the new
priesthood.
covenant though?
You know
Fuck,
what
I dropped
verse
my
I'm
honey bun.
saying?
Let's talk about are you in the new covenant?
Yeah,
Are we in the new
of
covenant?
course.
So
Can,
we in
can
the
I,
you
new
I'm in
name?
the new
covenant.
Oh,
Hold on.
okay
covenant.
then. With that being said, though, in the new covenant, it tells us what's going to happen. One of those things is you be able to name all the laws off the top of your head because it would be in your heart, right? So can you
Eddie, you're
name all
lucky that your wife
613
is lucky
laws?
that you're an Israelite, man.
That's a good
Funny.
one.
Excuse me one moment, please.
She has to obey everything I say too.
Well,
Right.
that even the case, but um, she doesn't show the fruits, the good fruits.
But seriously though, seriously, can you name the laws off the top of
I
your
can
head?
show the
Because it says
fruits.
you would be able to in the
I'm
new
showing the
covenant.
fruits by showing that I care
I
that
can't
it's
even
not
do that. I
just
only can name like probably
Israelites.
12.
But
I'm
Melanie, though,
showing I
answer
care
that though for me,
about the
because
truth.
you told us you are in the new covenant, but it tells you that in the new
Of course,
covenant,
I'm in the
those
new
in it would be
covenant. Of
able
course, I
to
believe in
quote
the
the
new
laws off the
covenant.
He
top of
said
their
because
head
you're in
because
the
it's
new
in your
covenant,
heart.
you should be able to name 144 laws.
What?
144 laws in what?
Well,
In the
It's
new Old Testament?
613
613.
laws.
In the Old Testament?
No, the new
No,
covenant. He
that's
said
the
because
Mosaic law. There's 613.
he said
Yeah. Like
he's
I no, he's saying the Old Testament.
No, he's saying that in the new it says in the new covenant we're gonna be able to know all the laws off the top of our heads. So he's
And that
asking you,
law is the law of the Jews. Like, where it says don't eat pork and keep
Right.
the
right.
Sabbath and all that.
So
That's
so the
that
point of the
law, Melanie.
right, correct. So the
well,
point of the matter is you
we
have to
don't
know
eat meat
all of the
anyways.
laws. If you're saying you're in the new covenant, because that's what the new covenant says, you're gonna know all the laws. So do you know all the laws, Melody? Yes or no? Yay or nay?
Yes, I do.
So name all 613 right now.
They can talk
I
themselves
just
out
did.
of this. But think
When
about
Wait, do it again for us.
he's joking with you.
My intelligence level is so high that I just said it that fast that you can't understand what I'm
No,
saying because
but it's
I
serious
said it
though,
at the
man.
speed
It's
of
serious.
It's
lightning.
not
Nobody's
a
playing.
joking matter.
Nobody's playing
It's serious.
around. And then according to the new covenant, we're gonna be immortal. So are you immortal?
Yeah, I'm the immortal Hulk Hogan. Remember Hulk Hogan
No,
said
he
that?
must be LOP then.
Right,
Inside
right,
I haven't seen
right.
him in a while. He went on vacation.
Yeah, no.
A lot,
I love
a lot of
I
people, a
love
lot
Hulk
of people
Hogan.
going on vacation because of destruction coming. But anyways, the point of the matter is, we're not. This is what I want you. This is what I want your wife to understand, Eddie. We're not like debating her, or we're not like going against her, or we're not fighting against her. Like, all jokes aside, we already know we're right, and we're just trying to get you to know what's right and what's wrong. There's no. We're not here debating with you anymore. We're literally World War III can kick off any moment. We're not here debating with people. Like, are you kidding me? We had years to debate everybody. We're not debating you. We don't even care what you think. We're just literally here to be nice to you. We're literally here being
Thank you.
kind gentlemen. Am I wrong?
No, I just hate how you guys think that the word saints pertains to only the Israelites is and in the New Testament. I think that's so wrong,
But
and
we
Okay,
it
read
now hold,
verses
hold
to
on,
you
hold
from the
on.
New Testament that
Okay,
say
guys,
that.
hold on a second. I want to chime in and say something on this. So the fact, again, let's say this. From our understanding, we know that salvation is only for the Israelites. So going by our understanding of that, of course, the
you
saints
mean
would
after
only be
Jesus died?
Israelites because the only people who can be saved are the Israelites.
You mean
So
after
that's from
Jesus
our
died? Are you
perspective,
kidding
that
me?
would be an easy
Wait a
way to
minute. Are
show
you
people.
telling me that only Israelites can be saved even after Jesus died? They rejected him, and then he went to the Gentiles and
Everybody,
told them to preach
everybody didn't
all
reject
to the
Jesus.
ends of the earth.
All of his
How in the
people didn't
world can
reject
you
him.
say that?
All of
So
his
so
people
so
didn't
you
reject him.
don't. Well, what about that man who was on the cross next to him? Did he reject Christ?
No.
Yeah, but
Wait, can I get this straight? Are
those
you
men
guys
on the
telling
crosses next to him were Israelites, though.
Can I get this straight? Are you guys really telling me that only the
Well,
Israelites
well,
will be
well,
saved
hold on a
even
second.
after
One of the
Jesus
men
died?
there
Are you
accepted
kidding?
Christ and believed on him, but the other
And
one didn't. He
and
was
they said
saying
that
we
we
all
will be
reject.
slaves.
All
They
right. Well,
they believe that the Israelites will make it first, and then we'll make it in the heavens, but we're gonna have a job, and then we're gonna be their slaves. So if they tell us to
Right.
wash
See,
our
That's
feet,
there's problems with that term, though. I don't like that word
where do you get
slaves.
that verse
I
that's
from?
what
like
they said.
servants.
Yeah, servants is a
Yeah,
better word too.
Because
But
when
it's
Okay,
you
the
where
same
say
do you
thing.
get that
when
from?
you tell
that's what
people
they believe.
slaves,
Could you
they,
find
they kind of
verses
get
for that,
like
please?
they don't understand it very well.
Yeah. Can you find verses for that, please?
Oh my gosh. Can somebody get
Yeah,
Isaiah 14:1? Isaiah 14:1. Let's start there. I got many
Um,
precepts for this. Isaiah 14:1. We're gonna start
It
at
yeah.
doesn't
one.
matter.
Hold
Most
on.
It,
people.
it doesn't
I'll
matter
grab it.
anyways
I'll
because
grab it. Hold on.
it
It's
doesn't
all
matter
over the
anyways
Bible.
because it doesn't matter anyways because she's married to Israelite, which is me anyway. So
Exactly,
I don't know
exactly.
why she's
But
getting like that.
see,
no, it's not.
here's your
It's about
problem,
the
Eddie.
truth. It's not about me
Can I
being mad that I'm
hold
being
Yo,
hold on?
saved.
can I
Let me
read the
It's
let
about
scripture
these
real quick?
lies.
Can
yeah,
I
hold
read
on.
the scripture?
Just let me say something real quick. Because when Eddie was on my last stream, he says he's new to Christianity. He's been introduced to it by his wife. So he's being introduced by a woman that's a Christian and non-Israelite. So
That's why
just
he don't
Well,
throwing that in.
understand the Bible.
Yeah.
in Corinthians, it does say that
Eddie, you gotta let us
try
teach
to
you the
live
Bible.
your, huh?
No, I was
Eddie,
introduced. I was introduced to the Bible by a movie.
Yeah,
no,
Well,
but you
I'm
said your
saying
wife
I
knows more than you.
your
Well,
wife's
she
never
does.
supposed to know more than you about the Bible.
Well, she
All right,
does.
let's get the scripture real quick.
Yeah, let's
Do
get the
you
Let me
have
scripture.
let,
it?
let me read this. This is Isaiah chapter 14. We'll start at verse 1. It says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and a stranger shall be joined with them. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them, and the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule
Wait, are
over
you
their
reading
oppressed."
past Isaiah 14:1?
Yeah.
I read
Okay,
the
okay,
second
hold
verse.
on. However, the Lord will have compassion on Jacob and will once again choose Israel. Yes, we know that. He will settle them in their own land, and foreigners will join them, affiliating themselves with the house of Jacob. Yeah, people are going to be populating there. Many nations will take them and bring them to their land and their own place. The house of Israel will put those nations to conscripted labor in the Lord's field.
Ooh,
That doesn't say
constricted
that
labor.
doesn't say Christians.
This what I'm
These are
saying. You got
people that
this.
will be born during the millennium, huh?
No, this is why you got to understand the
Yeah.
Bible, because
Are you
it's
telling me
it's
that?
it's all over the Bible. It's not just you think that's one scripture.
Wait, are you saying that Christians will be? Are you saying that this is saying that Christians will be conscripted to labor?
No, you don't understand the
Oh,
Bible,
I
so
was
you
gonna
don't know
say
what's
that
going
doesn't
on.
say
You
that.
have to. You keep using
Okay.
religion. The religion of Christianity is just a bunch of bug
What
outs
he's
and
saying
demons,
is,
and
if
people
you're
don't
not
know
an
the Bible.
Israelite, you will be a
If you're not
servant.
right, if the Bible is saying if you're not an Israelite, you will be a slave, not a Christian. A Christian is a religion that the so-called white man made up, and he didn't know. He don't even. I don't even know why they even had the Bible. They don't know what's going on in the Bible. If you a Christian listening, if you a Christian and you grew up in a Christian church, Catholic, Calvinist, Methodist,
Calvin.
Pentecostal, whatever you believe in, you do not know the Bible. This is why you're confused. Because you keep saying Christian. It's not about Christian. The Lord's dealing with nations of people. He made 18 nations of people. He set the Israelites over everybody else. In due time, he put us in captivity in different provinces. And now in the last days, he's going to gather all of the people of Israel together. And everybody's going to make it. And everybody's going to have a purpose. And the other nation's purpose is to serve the Israelites. And it's
Yeah,
that
you're
simple.
good. See, this was before the
Can
new.
I
Wait
say
a
something to you,
minute.
Melanie?
You guys
Okay,
keep cutting
sorry.
me off. So how am
Sorry.
I supposed to prove my point?
Mhm.
All right, let
Okay,
her
you
go. Let her go.
can I
Okay.
say something now?
Then can
You
I say
guys
something
are
after you?
oh Jesus, Mary
Go
and
ahead.
Joseph.
All right,
Listen,
go ahead.
you guys are reading from the Old Testament. Yes, that's going to be true. This was before the mystery of the gospel was
It's in the New
revealed.
Testament too.
So when you read the New Testament, it says the saints of the Most High, and this is when it's being when Paul is preaching to all the churches in the New Testament. It also says the saints will rule and reign with Christ.
Yeah, nobody's denying that, but are you saying that Isaiah 14 already happened in the past because it's in the Old
No,
Testament?
no,
Okay,
I'm not.
so then you must agree then that that's going to happen in the future, right?
Yes, but I believe it's going to be the people that are
Exactly.
populated during the millennium. Yes, but we're all going to
So the
get
people that
along.
so
You
the hold on.
populated. So you
So
believe
the
in
people that
reincarnation?
Oh, I used to, but what makes me not
what
believe it anymore is
what
the
happened? You
fact
had the
that,
spirit. You had
man,
the
every time I
spirit.
try to talk, somebody interrupts me.
Go ahead.
Go go ahead, go ahead.
The reason that I don't believe in reincarnation anymore is because God says that the star that Abraham's descendants will be as many as the sands of the sea and the stars of the sky. That's a lot of people.
Okay.
That's why I
Can
don't believe it anymore.
I don't mean to seem like I'm cutting you off, but can I bring you two things to you regarding the
Sure.
first thing you're talking about and
Can you
now?
wait
Can
a
I?
second though? Because I'm drinking
Yeah.
coffee and I gotta pee a lot.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
But yeah, Eddie. I just wanted to mention something to you, but your wife has to use the bathroom. So what you guys are thinking is that we're preaching something very foreign to you, and it's like some kind of doctrines of devils, to be honest with you. But in the brighter context of what we're saying to you, it's nothing bad at all. It's a very beautiful concept, to be honest with you, and and
Well, it's not,
I
it's
wouldn't
not
have it any
beautiful.
other way. How is it not beautiful though?
Well, it's not
Okay,
beautiful because you use the word servant, and the other guy used the word slave.
yeah,
And
it's language variations
okay,
and
so
different
if you're a
barriers to
black,
it.
if you listen, if you're a black man and you were a slave back in the day, then you're going to know you don't want to be no slave in heaven. So
I,
how would it be
there's going to be
how,
people that look like me in heaven, along with black
but
people who are going to be
but
like
listen,
that.
but if you're a slave in heaven, it will not be a beautiful thing.
It's a different type of slavery. It's a different type of
Right.
slavery.
It's a different type
It's
of
a
slavery.
servitude. It's a
It's
servitude.
just and then on top of that, it's not the slavery. It's nowhere near the slavery of what so-called white people did to our people. Animal. I
You
mean, giving our babies to alligators. Men on men. You know, you got the so-called white man butt breaking. You know, popping our
Right.
men and letting their wife watch. Um,
And the
giving us
cannibalism.
right cannibalism. It's not going to be that type of servitude.
Yeah.
You're not going to have men raping men. You're not going to have us feeding their babies to alligators. You're not going to have us doing all type of cannibalism and all type of wickedness to them. That's not. That's
Yeah.
why you got to know the Bible.
Yeah, I got exactly
Right.
something to that,
That's
Eddie.
hold on. Let
Can I
me add
finish
in real
though?
quick.
I wasn't done though. Can I
Well,
finish to that?
you finish real quick, and then I want to add something
All
else.
right, all right, cool. So Eddie, it's not that kind of earthly type of slavery, and as I said, the concept is very beautiful. To be honest with you, you have people who were like doing all these devilish shit on earth, and in the new millennium, as your wife put it, they're going to be made to serve the Israelites and be made to serve the Lord. That's a beautiful concept. You got all these wicked people coming to the Lord in a very kind of different manner, but you know it's one way or the other. And so um there's laws in the Mosaic text that say when it refers to slaves, and so you can't treat them very badly. You know, you'd have to, you only, like, if you go back and look at it, like when the Israelites had slaves, that, you know, that they were fed, you know, they were treated well. And when the
Right.
Israelites had slaves among each other, so when an Israelite had another Israelite as a slave, he only could have him for a very short time.
Right.
Yeah, so
Correct.
it's not a bad concept, but I don't know if your wife heard me, but I said what
You
we're
did.
preaching isn't a, okay, all right. So it's not no doctrines of the devil.
We're all gonna get along.
It's a good concept.
Yeah, the
I don't
12
know if
tribes,
ETT would preach that, but you know that's what I would say.
but we're all gonna get along, and
Go ahead, ETT though.
Right. I wanted to add on that. Now, as the Bible Defender brought out, there were certain things that were done. Some terrible things. Those type of things are not going to be done. But if the servants get out of line and won't do what they're supposed to do, then there will be a punishment for that, as it tells you in, what is that, Revelation, the second chapter, verse 25 on down. Right, to him that overcomes, he'll gain power over the nations, and he'll rule over them with a rod of iron. Right, they have a rod of iron to rule over. That's a harsh rulership. So the servants, they're going to have to do the work that the Israelites tell them to do, and if they don't, there's going to be a punishment for it. Right, but even with that being said,
Yeah, I
it's
wouldn't
not going
agree
to
with that
be.
one though.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna say
Well,
why. I'm gonna say one thing why you should agree with it. And but I understand what you're saying. Everything you said was correct. Now you got to understand something. The other nations will not be immortal, so that's another reason why they'll be punished for their sins. But if you also read in the book of Sirach, it says, "Don't be ashamed to make an evil servant to bleed." You know what I'm saying? So
you guys
you gotta
know the Old
understand.
Testament. I'll give it to you. You guys know the Old Testament better than I do. I know the New Testament. I focus that on that. But I will be honest. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I will be honest. Well, it's hard for me to focus because I have an autistic child and read the Bible. And by the time like he takes a nap or whatnot, I'm just like so mentally exhausted. And you know how Jesus said, you have thou has little strength. Boy, is that true. And it's not even that we are living in at the verge of the book of Revelation, because I have it's like so true. And no matter how hard I fight it, and I pray for strength, and my strength is just dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. But what was my point? My point was,
They know the Old Testament.
yeah, thank you. The Old Testament. See, this Delta 8 makes me a little forgetful.
When you're
But
done,
it's
I want to bring in something too. I don't mean to cut you off.
no, go ahead.
Delta 8 is liquid marijuana
Oh,
Yeah,
that you
it's
take.
liquid marijuana.
all right.
It helps me in many ways.
So you're done with your point, or you're saying go ahead
I
when you're
think
done?
so. I think
Okay.
so. Go ahead.
I wanted to bring up the reincarnation.
Sure.
All right.
I
All right.
believed that for
I'll
a
go
long
to
time.
what is it? Malachi, what is it? 6.
I got one for you if you need help.
No, I got it. Let's see.
Strongly.
KJV.
Yeah, while you're doing that,
Okay,
ETT,
I got it.
I wanted to know real quick, ETT, when you said that God was racist, but if God created man in his own image, then
Good point.
then how could God hate his own kind?
Good point,
Well,
Well,
Edward.
I have my own context on that. If he
okay. Well, let me respond to
say,
that
go
But
real
ahead.
quick.
God is
When
not
we
racist.
say,
It says he's not a respecter of persons. It's very black and
okay,
white.
can I respond to the question that he asked
No
me?
gray areas there, but go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Now, when we say God's racist, what we're saying is racist in this term means
Are
that
you
he's
guys
for his
Luciferians?
people. Oh, okay. Let
No,
me finish, please, before you cut
It
me off.
seems like it, but
It
go ahead.
it means that he's for his people above other groups of people, right? Like I'll give an example. What is that? If we go
Deuteronomy
to
7:6.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1, right? If you hearken to all these commandments, the Lord will put thee above all nations that are upon the face of the earth, right? There's
Right.
other ones, Deuteronomy 7:6, right? To mention a few, where the Most High said that the Israelites are above all other nations. So that's a racist statement right there, to put one group of people above other groups of people just for
Can
the
you
sake
give me
of
that
unity.
verse, please?
Deuteronomy 7:6. Let's read it. And the precept to that is Deuteronomy 14:2.
that's not a racist
can you look
statement,
that
though.
up, ETT? Because I got my
Yeah, yeah.
reincarnation stuff. Hold
What verse?
Oh, this app is so awesome. I could click to it real fast. I'm sorry. Deuteronomy what? Oh, by the way,
Seven to
guys,
six. 7:6.
on. By the
Seventh
way,
I
let
chapter
me
have
and the
know when
this
sixth
you're
verse.
really
done.
good app
Actually,
to share with you that you can't find on Play Store anymore. It's called I'd like to share this with everybody because it's such a good resource. It's called My Sword Bible, but you can't find it on Play Store. You have to go on the website to download it, and it has different versions. The KJV, you can compare. You look up the concordance. It has commentary. It is like and it's free if you have Android. It is the most awesome app I have. I mean, like if I had Bibles, if I had to do it without my phone, it would take me forever to find things. But anyway, I come from the old school days too, so uh yeah.
Yeah, old school,
I'm
like
46 years old, so
Tupac, Biggie Smalls, Eric B. and Rakim,
I still get
Beastie
we're all old
Boys,
like
school.
Run
wild about the
DMC.
internet a little bit.
That's the type of music we like.
Theoretically, man, we're all old school.
Yeah, no, I'm 110
I got
Okay,
so
but
pounds.
I got so many
you
precepts coming to
guys
my
went
head.
quiet for it. Can I bring up my reincarnation?
Yeah, you can go
Yes,
ahead. But
please.
No,
I
Okay,
told I told her the
all right,
scripture though.
okay, all right.
yeah,
I'll bring it
I
up real
believe
quick.
in
So,
reincarnation. Just so you know, I
okay,
believe in
great,
reincarnation. I was
great,
reincarnated a few times.
Right,
great.
you're
No
right.
joke.
Okay,
You're right.
yeah. Okay, so this is for Melanie. This is Malachi 4:5 through 6.
She walked away. She walked away for a minute, but
Ah,
I believe that I believe that we come back many times until we get it right. So people, you may meet somebody and they
Right.
don't swear
that's the
and they
spirit
have
right there, man.
That's the spirit. That's the
yeah,
Israelite spirit, right? That's the spirit.
but you might meet somebody who swears a lot and who does all this bad stuff. I believe those are kind of new souls, and the older souls are the people who are more laid back, relaxed, and
Let me know
because
when
they
your
learned
wife
a
comes
lesson.
back.
Right? But, you're an old spirit, and I believe that souls will follow. Like my soul and her soul, you know, she knew me in a previous life, and that's why we've been together for 25 years.
I used to believe that for
So
a
I
long
believe
time.
that she still does believe that, but I believe that old souls will always. Because did you ever
I
meet
think it's
somebody?
tribes now. I think God puts us like with our tribes from like our sort of like even from like 100 years ago, he'll put us with like people that were in our tribe. I really believe God does that now, not so much the reincarnation. But go ahead.
Okay,
What?
reincarnation. I got some for you real quick. Reincarnation. So,
All right.
Melanie, reincarnation. Malachi 4:5 through 6. It says, "Behold, I will send you Elijah."
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me get there. I'll get there fast. Just let me get there.
Okay,
I
all
could just
right.
click Malachi what? Four,
Four,
six,
five, five, 4:5 through 6.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, her
Okay.
mom is worse. When we try to show her something, it's like it takes an hour, so we don't
Yeah,
even bother anymore.
it's all good. It's all good. Let me know when you're there.
I'm there.
Okay, so it says, This is one of the prophecies right here. Behold,
Hmm.
I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord, and he
Yeah,
shall
that's one I'm a little confused about. Is he
and
real? I
he
mean, are we waiting for him?
He already came.
He already came, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children's to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. So so we have Elijah coming again. So if we go in the New Testament,
You
here's
said he's
another
already here.
example.
All
Okay,
right.
here's another example. So in John 1:19 through 28, we have John the Baptist. He's asked if he's the Messiah, he's asked if he's Jesus, and he's asked if he's Elijah coming again, and he denied them all, even the one claiming that he was Elijah. So if you go into Matthew's 11:14, we have Jesus actually coming to Elijah, I mean not to Elijah, to John the Baptist. And so Jesus in John the Baptist denied being Elijah, but in Matthew 11:14 we have Christ coming up to him, and know this, Jesus and John the Baptist, they were related. If you didn't know that, they were cousins. Um, you have Jesus going up to his cousin John the Baptist, and he says, Elijah who is to come, referring to the promise of Elijah coming again. And so that Old Testament prophecy was fulfilled in John. So John the Baptist denied being Elijah when the Israelites asked him if he was, but Jesus
Wait,
came
say
up to
that
him and
again.
Jesus came up
Say
to
that
him and
last sentence
corrected
again.
him.
I didn't hear the beginning part. You said, say the
Okay,
sentence that you're
so
finishing. Can you start again?
okay, so in John, the book of John,
Hmm.
John the Baptist was asked by the Israelites if he was the Messiah, if he was Jesus himself, or if he was
Hmm. I
the
remember that.
prophecy of Elijah coming
Yes.
again. He denied them all. But in Matthew, when Jesus came up to him, he actually corrected him and said, "Yes, this is Elijah, is who is to come." So basically, Jesus said, "Yeah, John the Baptist is Elijah." So that's our interpretation on reincarnation.
Mm,
There's other
I
verses
see
though.
what
There's
you're
some in
saying.
Revelations. ETT could probably bring out the rest of them to you.
I,
But
I I got I got
this
I
is the
got
one
one
that
more.
I go back to.
I got one more. Somebody could get Daniel 12 in the last verse.
12
Queen
what?
Mia. 12 and 13.
12, verse 13.
All right,
Yeah,
hold on.
that's just
But like,
that's reincarnation plain as
do
day.
you understand, Melanie?
It does sound that is confusing a
So
little
like,
bit.
like when
It
people
could
talk
be.
about reincarnation, like they think of like Hinduism or Buddhism, where you die, you come back as like a
Uh-huh.
dog or a cow,
Right,
or
right.
a man could come back as a woman. No, we don't teach that. If you die as a man, you come back as a man. If you die as a woman, you come back as a woman. There's
Right.
no
Oh, I didn't
animal
know
you
that.
come into.
Yeah, I don't believe that you come back as an animal.
Okay.
I think,
Uh,
but real quick for ETT,
Hindus, he was
but
right.
I got it
um,
right here, Daniel 12:13. But go thou
shoot out the
thy
way.
way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days.
Right. So it says that Daniel, he's going to stand at his lot in the end of days. It says he's going to rest and then awake again and prophesy. So it clearly showing you he's going to die and then come back and be prophesying here in the last days. So
Yeah,
you could
yeah,
read
and
you
real
could read
quick,
Daniel 12 and 13 to yourself.
yeah,
Well,
real
what's
quick
that
for
other one though in Revelations where they would see the Christ coming in the last days, the ones that pierced him?
One and
Revelation
seven.
chapter 1, verse 7. But go
All right,
yeah,
ahead,
hey,
hold.
Eddie. What's your question?
I was going to tell you ETT that God,
Okay, I got it right here.
Jesus is not racist just because of the nation thing. A racist person, somebody that's
No way.
racist
God is not
would
racist.
not allow.
It's not racist based on flesh. It's racist based on spirit.
No, no, but in today's terminology, racist would be the wrong word because race.
Well,
If I was
it
racist,
depends on the context though.
no, no, racist means racist. If I'm racist against black people, that means I don't want a black person as a friend. I don't want them as a girlfriend. I don't want them in my house. I don't want them nowhere near me. I don't like them. I hate them. That's what
What
No,
what
that's
racist
not
means.
the definition of racist at all. Racist is just being prejudiced to another race. Like there, you
That's
can
part
hate
of it.
another race, but like
but they don't want
I'll
nothing
be
to be
open.
with them.
I'm racist. I don't like certain people, and I really don't like talking to certain people.
Tomorrow.
And you know, and that's
What
just
type
that's
of
more of
people?
tribalism. That's not
No, no, but
racist.
what type of people don't you like?
Well, I'm not gonna say it for the sake of the
What
people
just
probably watching the stream.
what,
So you are racist towards some people?
is it
I
color?
am. Yeah, it's color. I totally am. And religiously wise and nationality wise, I'll be open. I don't like Canadians. I've had bad experiences with them. You know, they piss me off.
Well,
That's why I don't
Babel's
like.
not gonna like that. Now he's gonna be upset.
Oh, is that
Well,
that metrosexual guy JM?
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah,
that dude
yeah.
from
I don't like
Discord.
him to begin with, and there's probably reasons why.
Yo, I
yeah,
just found out. I just found
But
but
out the other
listen,
day when I was on a
I
stream
listen.
with him. I
Sorry.
found out that he's actually what is it, bisexual or something like that.
yeah, I knew it. He
I didn't
sounds
know
like
that.
it. He has that feminine tone about him. I was listening to him earlier. Rudy sent me his page,
You know
Christian
what?
T.
You know what I find funny? It's like, how the hell can someone be bisexual but they're hosting Bible live streams? It's like, wait, what the
Yeah,
hell? That
that's
don't make
probably why
sense.
he gets along with Perry so well, because he doesn't judge him. But I
You
got
want to hear something?
Revelations 1:7
Want to hear?
for you. It says,
I,
"Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Amen."
Yep.
yeah,
That's at the very
yeah.
end.
You want to hear
Yes.
something funny? They give
But can you
LGBT.
clarify that, ETT?
Hold
Yeah.
on, real
Now
quick.
with that,
Well, hold on, real quick.
with that
Hold on,
scripture,
please.
hold on,
They,
Eddie,
Hold
they.
hold
on,
on,
Eddie.
real
Hold
quick.
on.
I got
Now
this
with
thought in
that
my brain. I
scripture,
need to release it because I made this up in a rap song,
Give
and
him
it
10
goes like,
seconds.
this. They gave LGBTQ a whole month, but they gave a veteran that died for this country 1 day. Don't you find that kind of strange?
yeah,
That the LG,
that's a good point. I didn't think
yeah.
about
I know.
that
I
before.
never
That
thought
is
of
a good
that.
You
point.
see what I'm saying? I got some
I
Right,
intelligence
don't
over
even
here.
pay attention to that.
right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It don't
I got
bother
Right.
me.
But
intelligence.
now define that verse though.
Okay, now let's clarify. Now, when we went to that verse, what we wanted to point out
That
is
was
it says
Revelation
that
1:7.
even they who pierced him are going to see him. So it's saying that the ones who pierced Christ died when he was hanging on the cross.
Yes, at the very
They're going to
end when he
see him
comes.
when he
Yeah.
returns.
Yeah, they pierce his
Wait, but
ears and
So
how are
nose.
they
I
going to
so
get
the
see
people
him then?
that pierced Christ are going to be reincarnated. They're going to be here when he comes again in the clouds.
yeah. Well, you want to hear something funny? I actually believe that I have a little bit of
I
Satan
know,
in me.
and that makes me wonder too. Like, how are they
Wow.
going to be
So
there?
he
I know.
believe he got a little Satan in him. See that?
I
See
do.
how the truth always come out.
No, no. What I'm saying is this: I don't want it, but I'm saying if someone prays, say you pray for me right now, I actually hear like laughter in my head. Um, and it's not me. I don't want to do it, but I don't know if it's because I watched a lot of movies like um, you know, demon possession, but
Day
sometimes I
dreaming is
actually
what you're talking about?
no no. For instance, if you were to pray, say let's pray for Eddie right now, I would close my eyes, and as you're praying for me, I would be kind of making fun of you in my head, not because I want to.
It's your sin nature.
I don't know why,
I
but
know.
like
That
I said,
happens to all of
maybe
us.
it's because I
Just
watched
say,
so many movies about
stop, brain.
demon
Lord,
possession.
stop.
Now, do you guys believe that a demon can possess you?
Yes.
Even
Yeah,
if
yeah, definitely.
yeah, me too.
Not a Christian, unless you dabble into some New Age or into that occult stuff.
Okay. I want to bring up something Troy Taylor said in the chat. He says, Troy Taylor says, finally, proof that this John the Baptist was not Elijah reincarnated comes from John himself. So, Troy Taylor's referring to when John the Baptist denied being Elijah, but this is always the argument. They bring this up, but then they don't realize in Matthew, Christ said that John is actually Elijah. So, who are you going to
Wait,
believe? The
wait.
Son
We
of
got it
God
easy. We
or
got a
a
better.
man?
Right.
We
Can you
got a
tell
better
me the
cut for
verse
that.
that Jesus said that? John what?
Hold on, we got a better cut
John
for that.
1:19.
The
I
scripture
And
believe you,
say
but
that.
read the rest of it. And then Matthew 11, I think, forgot the verse, but if you read Matthew 11, you'll see where Christ says
The
that John
scripture
the
says
Baptist
that
was
is the
Elijah.
scripture say that is no remembrance of the former things. So that's
Right.
Oh
why
yeah,
he didn't.
that's one. What
That's why
verse
he. That's why
Matthew
he.
11.
That's in.
is that?
That's
First
in the.
Corinthians?
No,
Here,
that's the
I
book of
know the verse.
Ecclesiastes.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 11. It says the
Yeah,
former things are not remembered. So that's
Oh,
why when
can
people
I
Oh,
ask,
I
ask
got
you
that
hold
guys
looked up. Oh,
this?
that's weird. I
on,
got it looked up right here. So the words of. Oh wait, no, hold on.
Off topic.
That's something else. That's
Can I ask
Ecclesi.
you guys a
Oh no,
question
that's
off topic?
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
Doesn't
Hold on.
doesn't
1 and
this too
11.
shall pass? Isn't this too shall pass in Ecclesiastes?
I got it right here. Hold on, Melanie. There is no remembrance of the former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after.
Right. So that's why he didn't remember who you. That's why he didn't know who you was. It's that
Yeah,
simple.
but
Is it?
Troy Taylor's in the chat saying that John
oh,
denied
by the
being there.
way, Troy Taylor, he's actually, as far as I know, I believe he's a priest or a Christian pastor. I talked to him once
Oh,
before
so
on the
he
show.
should know that then.
I mean, Troy, if you want to come hop up on here, man, we'll bring you on for a few minutes. But you do
So
got to put
so
your camera on so
his
I know
last
it's
comment
really you.
was no. He said night. He's not coming on.
Ah,
So
okay.
his last comment was night, and before that he says John the Baptist even goes as far as to specifically deny that he was Elijah in John 1:19 through 23. And so that what he's referring to is when the Israelites asked him if he was John, and he denied it. So what we just read from Ecclesiastes 1:11, John can't remember his former lives. So you have Christ, the Son of God, remember that, actually correcting him and saying that he is Elijah. So
Can you
that's
give me
what
that
this priest
verse?
right here forgets.
Right.
Can you please give me that verse where he says that Matthew 11 what?
Yeah, hold on.
I
Let
know
me
there's one in Matthew chapter 17, verse 10 on down, where Christ says that he was Elijah.
Yeah, and real quick, because I always get confused with this, so maybe someone can clarify. Do you guys believe in Adam and Eve?
Well, I can't speak for Jay, but
Yeah, we all
um,
believe in Adam and Eve.
Okay.
I'd say that they were not two individuals, but it was rather symbolic of there being
I mean, but
multiple people there.
do you believe that God put one woman, one man
No,
on this
there was
planet
other
first?
people in the garden.
It was
Adam and Eve were
it
the
was other
ones.
people on the earth. It says that
Yeah,
in the book of
there's other
Genesis. It
people.
says that in the book of Genesis that it was more than
Oh,
one.
So how many
it's Matthew 11:14, Melanie.
people in the garden, real quick?
We don't know.
About.
Well,
Probably more than
we
100.
couldn't we couldn't give an exact number on that, but we know it would be more than two people because
Yeah.
it's
So if you
it's a
have all right,
multiple
we'll just
story.
say there was 20 people in there. So say the world started out with 20 people, and they had kids, and then the kids had kids, and the kids had kids. That means down the line,
Yeah, but none of that would
1%,
matter though because you got to remember the flood.
and then there were new people born.
Well, no, because everybody died. The only people that survived
Hold
the
on.
flood were
What is the
Noah.
point? What is the point that he's bringing this up to
He's
show?
asking you if you believe there are other people in the garden.
Yeah,
No, no, but what I'm saying,
there were other
okay,
people on
okay,
Earth
but
back then. It's not just
Yeah,
after the
we
flood,
all believe that,
all right,
Eddie.
but after the flood, how many people were there, and where did they come from,
They came from Noah's Ark.
and how many people were on the boat?
I forgot the number for that.
there were
It
eight
was eight
people.
people. It was eight
Eight.
people,
Okay.
Okay,
including the
all right.
animals
So
and
okay, so
things of
we
that
have
nature.
so we have 8 humans,
Right.
and
Uh-huh.
then
It, it
okay,
was Noah. It was Noah and his wife. It was his sons and their wives.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
yeah.
from
Eh, eh,
there, that's where the
so the
nations
sons,
like Ishmaelites, Hamites, that's where all those people came from, all these nations.
You got
what I'm saying is, if you had 8 people, okay, 8, and they all had sex, of course they're going to have sex with the. We don't know if they had sex with their daughters or not.
You
So
had Ham,
so if
Japheth,
we
and
so
Shem,
if we go by the theory
and they
of
repopulated.
God's favorite people is Israelites, and then we have
no
8 people on the
no
world
right
that
now no
And
no
started.
no
you're going in to say that we're all related, and yeah,
no
I would agree with that.
By
yeah
But
but
blood, that
but
means
but no,
by
by
blood.
by nation and spirit, it's different. But I get what you're referring to.
Okay, because that's what I was trying to understand. I didn't know if you were saying that the
Well,
Israelite.
no. No,
Our
so the
blood.
Israelites were from Noah's lineage, but his children went later on to be the other nations. So like his son Ham birthed the Hamites. Then we have the Ishmaelites, and then I forgot the other
Yeah,
ones.
you guys ever listen to Truth Unedited? He's a very, very good teacher, and I remember him teaching
Yeah,
about
I
Truth,
watch
canon.
him.
truth, truth unedited is goes off on a lot of things, and he's also
He,
double minded.
I know, but he's pretty good.
doesn't he share more of a call for an uprising videos than anything?
No, he teaches a lot about the Bible.
No, he's talking about a call for an uprising channel. Is that right?
No,
Well,
doesn't Truth Unedited like re-upload a lot of call for an uprising videos?
no, he doesn't. He's more
Wait,
about the
a
Bible.
call from uprising. Is that the channel? Are you talking about a channel? Because I know a channel called
Yeah,
a
that's
call
my
for an
uncle. I'm
uprising.
actually related to that guy, believe it or not.
Oh,
And what's
really?
funny though is he's
Hmm.
Italian, so he would be an Israelite.
But well, what I like about Truth Unedited is because I always
But he don't
since
believe
I'm
that though. You know what's funny though
Oh,
is
I don't
if you
know.
watch a Call
I
for an
can't say
Uprising's
it's a channel. I
intros
just
from when he first started, his Jesus got a lot darker in his later intros. You ever notice that?
well, Jesus was
yeah.
from the Middle
I think I
East,
did.
so of course he wasn't pale
No,
white. He
no,
was.
you're not understanding what I'm saying. So like if you go back like 2015 and watch the Call for an Uprising's first video, first intro, Jesus was white. And then his second intro he made, he got tan. In his third
Oh,
one,
I
he got
see.
tanner. In his fourth one, he's like legitimately black now.
When
You
he
ever notice
punches
that?
like the demons, are you talking about the part where he punches the demons
Yeah,
at the
Jesus went
beginning?
from white to black.
Yeah. Are you talking about
Have
the
you
intro
ever
where he
noticed that,
punches?
ETT?
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
You know, I noticed that about Santa Claus too. He got white and then black and then Mexican. You ever notice that about Santa?
Yeah, but that's not what I'm referring to though.
I know, but whatever happened to Santa Claus? You know what I'm saying?
So
He used to
you,
come, but
to be honest with you, I think a call for an uprising believes in a black Jesus. He just doesn't talk about it and voice it because he's afraid to lose his audience. That's my
Yeah,
well,
theory.
he
because if he goes into that,
Jesus was
that's
a
gonna wipe
Jew.
out a fair amount of the audience because
Jesus
a lot of them
Jesus
got
was
Exactly.
their
Jewish.
sweet
He
baby
was in the
Exactly.
Jesus
middle.
on the
He was
wall at
like
home.
Jesus was like not black or white. He was like in the middle,
Yeah, he's like
He
and
was like
Middle
Rainbow
Eastern or
Bright.
something.
he was a
No,
Jew.
he was a Judite.
He's from the tribe of
Yeah, he
Judah.
was a Jew.
Right.
I
He's
don't
from the
believe
tribe
he
of
was
Judah.
black, and I don't believe he was
Yeah.
white.
So my question,
Well, according
and
to
of
the
course,
Bible, he's black.
but you know
It's
what?
all over the Bible.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't
Go
actually say
ahead.
black. It gives traits because I just watched it today. But I
Bronze.
took it,
What does bronze look like? Or
bronze.
brass?
Well, of course,
Brass
if you
and
Middle
bronze,
Eastern.
same color. You ever seen a
well,
penny?
Middle Eastern. That's what it looks like.
listen, if you
No,
take a
that's
white,
olive color. Jewish people look olive. Jewish people look like the
Wait,
Arabians
who
right there.
says
Them
he has olive
Palestinian Jews and
skin?
shit from that area. They look like Arabians. That's not bronze. That's not brass. That's an olive color.
Who
Brass and
cares?
bronze is the color of a penny. And who's the only people that look like that apart from, really dark Indians? Black people.
yeah, and also Italian people too.
Wait, it said Jesus had olive skin.
Yeah, but your people were dominated by those people. Your
I know what
people were
script.
interbreeded with.
I know what scripture you're talking about. It never said he had olive skin. It
Yeah,
was
so we're
refer.
inbreds.
It's refer.
In other words,
It
we're
was
inbreds.
refer.
You're saying.
It was
And like Nick from Signs and Wonders, his wife is a Moabite. She's product of incest.
right.
Yeah,
Because
so is
all
my wife.
And
And
you know what's funny though is I heard what's his name Sakari Sargent. Somebody I think it was Sakari Sargent. They said that about Nick from Signs and Wonders, and he got hella hot headed about that. I've been
Yo, I seen
that shit was
that.
funny.
I saw earlier that Nick was live. He was doing a video about Perry, the false preacher, right? He was trying to go after him. And when I clicked on the video to see what's going on, I mean, it's like, damn, this dude's looks like he's about to drop over dead, man. This
I
guy,
think he
like, what
does
the hell is
heroin.
this guy on?
Cause like you ever
I
see
mean,
people on heroin? They're always
yeah,
nodding off
yeah.
and everything.
no,
I
He's
he's
don't
kind of
even
well,
know
OP.
what the hell this dude is doing, man.
Perry's
The
an
guy is like
alcoholic for sure.
halfway asleep.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get this straight before me and Melanie go, because we're gonna play mental hospital. So what we do
No, I want to talk a little bit
is
longer.
we act like
Mental.
we're in a mental, yeah, we act like we're in a mental
You
institution
will. I'm gonna be up
in our
late. I slept
house,
a lot
and
today.
then I'll
Is, is
ask her to,
is
because
that your
she's a
kink?
nurse.
Delta 8
Yeah,
really
yeah.
puts me on my butt,
And
but
since my wife
I
is a
have to
nurse,
take it.
I'll tell her to come in my room and seduce me. I'm like, act like I'm a patient.
All right, all
Come,
right, all right.
come,
We get it.
come in your room as cum or COME.
like walk in the room and then seduce me. Since she's a nurse, I
Oh,
tell her to
okay.
put on her nursing. Oh,
Nice.
I'm kidding. But no. So here's what I'm trying to understand. Okay, so
You can't get
when
mad at that though. That's morals right there. That's living in
yeah
modesty. That's his wife. You don't hear that
yeah
too much anymore.
yeah because I'm upfront. I'm not afraid to say that stuff.
America is trying to destroy that nuclear family concept. That's why more men are getting divorced, the more women are leaving the household, aren't being mothers and shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been going on
Well,
for
you know
so long.
what? I'm old school Italian, like my grandfather was, so we don't believe in divorce, unless, of course,
Well,
you
hold
know.
on. Now we got to clarify what marriage is, though. So, biblically, marriage is
Is
when
when
you
you have
first
sex.
sleep with a woman.
All right.
Yeah, I know,
That's
but
we told you
but
that already, according to the Bible.
yeah, I
Oh,
know, but if you sleep with,
so he knows this.
Yeah,
but
we
I'm
told him
saying
this
if you,
already.
Oh, okay, never
but
mind, never mind.
listen, if you sleep with 10 women in one day, that doesn't mean you're married to all of them. You have to choose
Yes,
one,
it
and you have
does.
to be.
It
Polygamy.
does. It does.
That's lawful.
It's lawful if they're all single. Brother, we explained this to you already, brother. You gotta when you come on a panel, brother. That's why I tell people. I say this like I said, the prophets is like a broken record. Every time I come to the panel, I say we're not here to debate. You gotta. I know you want to be contentious, or you may want to profess you know something, but
No,
sometimes you gotta
no,
listen, because
the truth will come out.
listening is key, because I promise you, if you actually listen to what we're saying and just don't say it nothing, you can actually learn. But if you spew out rhetoric and you just go off emotions, you're never gonna learn like that. Or you're gonna be stuck
Hey,
in a
ETT, are you deleting the stream afterwards?
But you know what's
No,
funny?
I'm planning on keeping it.
If I have
Oh,
sex with
could I
another
share the
woman,
last part where I joined?
hold on, let
if
him
I
Yeah,
speak
it's
real fast. Let
cool,
him
man.
speak. Let him speak real fast. Let him
Okay,
speak real
all
if
right,
fast.
I
go ahead.
if I have sex with another woman and I tell her that, she's gonna think I'm crazy. If I say now you're my wife,
What? No,
like
she's not. If she believes in the Bible and she actually knows the scriptures, or you prove it to her out the scriptures, then she either has a choice. She could be a demon and say, "Well, I'm not with you," and get destroyed and get put to death, because that's all that the Most High is going to do to her. So let's say, for example, if you go lay with a woman right now and she's single, she don't have a man, and then she tells you, "Well, we just slept together, we're not married," and she goes sleep with somebody else, the Most High going to put her to death, and that's just how the story going to end. You gonna
And
but
say,
you know
well,
what's
remember
funny though is that's very common today. You see that every now and then too.
but listen,
right?
remember
But
this,
if you
just
do that though, you go to prison for it. You ever heard of that TikToker whose wife was cheating on him? He's a big
Yeah, he
TikToker. He did like
really,
Scar Jin Kid. His name was Jin Kid. He was this Arabian dude.
100%.
And so
yeah,
his wife was this Mexican chick, and she was cheating on him with this dude she knew. And so what Jin Kid did, he killed her and the dude she was cheating with. He went into his apartment and found them there. So he killed both of them. Now, scripturally, there'd be
You could
nothing
do
wrong
that.
with that. But
You
in
could kill both of them.
today's society, you get arrested for that, and that's what he
Exactly.
did. He's facing death penalty right now.
Right,
And
right,
that's
and
that proves
that's
that proves
why.
America don't believe in the Bible.
Right, and
well,
real quick, and that goes back to what we said about we keep the law to the best of our ability, because there's certain things in the law that we can't totally upkeep.
that's
Like what
Eminem's
that man
daughter.
did, according to the scriptures,
Almost
that
like
was
Miranda,
justified. That it says they're supposed to be
doesn't
put to
she?
death for that. But hey, that's not an expedient thing to go out and do right now because hey, look, he's facing the death penalty for that. So
Right,
even
Yeah,
right.
though that's right in the
and
scriptures,
you know what?
today in the time we're
Who
in,
wants
it
10
might not
wives
be so
anyways?
much.
One woman's enough
ETT.
for one man anyways. You don't need
He
10
wants
women.
he
You know what I'm
You
wants
saying?
gotta
12.
you gotta
He wants
understand what you
Let
gotta
alone you don't
understand
want
that
3 women in your ear complaining all the time, saying they want this and that.
that's that,
That would
that
be
that's not
hard to
how it
have
works.
three. That
That's
would be
not how it
hard to
works.
juggle 3 or 4 women. I wouldn't
You gotta
want it.
understand. You got to understand the first cut. You got to understand the first commandment of the Bible. It says, "Be fruitful and multiply." So the job of a woman is to serve. That's
Yeah, no,
just
but
plain
then,
as it.
yeah, no, but that doesn't mean that I should be stupid and go have sex with 20 women and have 20 kids.
I mean, no, not in this life, but in the kingdom of heaven, if you make it and you get yourself together through the Spirit,
But
you're gonna be
but
able to
just
have
give
a
an
bunch of women as you
example.
want to.
Just give an example. What's this dude? The chief high priest Alazar inside joke right up to Sakari. He has two women, right? He has a polygamous relationship that he's in with two wives, right? But he can afford to do that because he's raking in that cash
Is
over
it
there in the Saudi.
ain't he a detective or something? Or who is
We
I
don't
don't
like
know. I
that.
know some of those
No, that's no,
LUIC
that's no,
guys or
that's
IUIC.
Bishop Nate. That's Bishop
Yeah,
Nate.
yeah.
and they let him do that?
So you can run
That
on
they don't
check.
find that
Yeah,
fishy?
yeah, we're
I,
prejudiced against
I mean,
cops up in here.
you could say that, but you gotta understand. Like that's like saying
I'm
if
a black
somebody's a
man. I don't like
that's
them.
like saying that's like saying if somebody's a detective and they come into the truth. You can't say, oh, you can't really
No,
say that
no.
fishy.
I get that. I get that. But like,
A
you know,
little bit
like
it
that
is.
the whole Masonic type
Whenever,
of instance with it. You ever heard of the Fraternal Order of Police?
Yeah, I heard of that before.
Yeah, I'd be skeptical about that one.
Right, right. And that's why you heard what I'm saying. If you examine IUIC's doctrine, they have a 501c3. So with certain things, they may be able to do and say, you know what I'm saying, or not be able to do and say because they have that 501c3. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, I mean, when you look at doctrine, you're able to see certain things that that's a little fishy. Like IUIC, at one point they wasn't teaching that Jacob's trouble was going to happen. Um, at one what they don't teach, they teach the MOTB is spiritual. Um, they teach a whole bunch of nonsense. So a lot of that nonsense ties into being maybe agents. Maybe you might be right, but you
Yeah.
understand.
Wait. You said spiritually. Are they the ones that teach that actually the white Jesus is the mark of the beast?
No, HOI teaches that.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
This dude, pre-Sabak said
hey,
that
hey,
image
let me
is
ask you something. Why does the Bible mention about marriage and if your wife, it gives you certain rules on what gives grounds for her to remarry? So if the
You
if
die.
no, and there's something else too. There's a couple other verses. So
Well, can you pull it
why
up?
would God say that? It doesn't say anywhere in the Bible that whoever you have sex with that now becomes your wife.
Yes, it
it,
does.
it, it
Someone
does.
grab somebody grab Genesis chapter 24 verse 67.
Does it say it in the New
That's a good
Testament
precept.
or the Old Testament?
What about Galatians 3:28?
On marriage laws, there is no Old or New Testament variations because
Exactly.
in Christianity, the moral law is always kept. That was never changed with the Christian doctrine, so you can't bring that up.
What about Matthew 19 and Mark
Uh,
10?
hold on though, it was Genesis what?
20.
Genesis chapter 24 verse 67.
That's a beautiful precept.
One
That's a
man, one
beautiful
woman.
precept. That's a beautiful
Wait,
precept.
hold on. Eddie just said, wait, Eddie, did I hear you right? You said one man, one woman. Is that what you said?
He's saying that's what Matthew 19 proves, which it doesn't.
Th-
But
then Isaac brought her into the tent of Sarah his mother and took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her. So Isaac was comforted after his mother's death.
And they become one
Right,
flesh.
right. Now,
right,
now he took her into the tent, right? And what happened in there? He laid with her, and she became his wife. They had
right,
sexual intercourse, and that's what made them husband and wife.
right. It was that was a beautiful precept. That was so plain, you can't even get around it. He took her into the tent. He laid with her. They became husband and wife. That simple. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But
But
the whole
that doesn't mean though, like, cause in today's society, it's so immoral and like unmodest. So you got people like Sakari, they're going to nightclubs and shit, in that kind of instance. And damn well, there's hoes and shit up in there, and you know what
right,
they're doing up in there. So like doesn't mean that every woman that they sleep with in an immoral and unmodest way means that they're their wife that they'll never see again, because that's probably what people be thinking. That just means they're in a very sinful way of living. Not every woman that you have intercourse with is your wife. It's that one that you commit to, and
It's
that are ready
what
to
That's what
live that
right now
righteous
when
life with.
that's
See,
what
right
I
you
was
now
look,
saying.
you
now
no,
when
you
you
explain that. You explain that,
go ahead.
but you explain that, but now he's gonna take that and he's gonna think you're saying that you can't have another wife now. But you explained it beautifully. But now he's gonna take that and think that's what you basically trying to say.
No, no,
No,
I'm not
that's
saying that at all. The people, like you go to the club, you meet a chick, and then some shit happens, some drinks go on, then like a one night stand, and then the chick or the dude dips, and you never hear from him or her again. That's always the situation that happens daily. But with that kind of biblical concept, that would technically mean that they're in a marriage now, but necessarily that doesn't apply to that, because that was done
Well, it's supposed
out
to
of
go
sin.
by, say for an example, it's supposed to be the first man that the woman lays with would be
Yeah,
her.
but who was the first one to do that?
Right.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
And that could be the same kind of shit too.
And then, and
Like,
another thing is you got to understand, and this is why these women minds are so bugged out, because the scriptures say, you supposed to really deal with a woman that's a virgin. You know what I'm saying? So you supposed to be the first one to have sex with her. So that's why a lot of relationships crumble, because a lot of women already had sex with a whole bunch of men already. So you're not
exactly.
so you're not even really her. Your girlfriend that you got right now is not even really your girlfriend, to be honest, because you wasn't the first person to pop her. You know what I'm saying? So in no actuality, her first man that she let have sex with her is her real husband. If you want to get biblical, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get technical. So a lot of these relationships that's really going on out here, none of these women is really a woman. Mom is really not mine. You know what I'm saying? She's a great woman, faithful and things like that. But at the end of the day, I wasn't the first person to pop her. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? But you can deal with a woman and she could be faithful, she could be loyal, she could do things, you know what I'm saying? And righteousness, she could change, things of that nature. But you got to still understand, bro, that's not really your woman, because that's why a lot of women head is fucked up too. Like, you ever deal with a woman, and this is for anybody on the panel that's dealt with a woman, right? It could be sexual, it could be anything, right? You may deal with a woman and you might do certain things that you may think will be special to her, but somebody already did that already. And the reason why it's not special to her, because, like, say for example, I'm gonna be, I don't want to be too rated R, but let's say for example, you do something sexually you thought that you could do that she had never felt before.
But she already
Hey,
knows how to do it.
she already know how to do it. She already felt it
Yeah,
before. You know what I'm saying? So
I've heard
that's
stories like that.
right. So the thing is, you gotta understand, you living in a time where you gotta you gotta literally in this time you gotta keep your head fixated on really the most high, because hey, your woman is not even really your woman. So your woman, if your woman give it up and leave tomorrow, you don't need to be, oh my god.
yeah, but the Bible says that
But
when you
ain't there
make
a
a
verse though? It's better to remain unmarried like
Right,
that. Yeah.
right.
What verse is that? I forgot.
It's
Um
in
that's
Someone
Corinthians.
somebody put it in the comments, I believe. I believe this Mac guy. Right, Paul said that it's better for a man to not marry. Right, so
that's
Exactly.
he get
And
he wait,
and,
hold,
first
hold, hold on,
and
hold on,
Corinthians.
hold on a
what
second.
Bible
Hold
Defender
on a second.
said is a great example for that.
Right, but
Right, right.
hold on. Paul was giving his own his advice on it, right? So he was saying, yeah, it's good
Yeah, but
for a
that's some
man.
good advice though.
Right, right. Now he's not saying it's wicked if you get with a woman. He's not saying that, but he's saying, based on certain circumstances, it might be better to go alone.
Right,
Right, right.
right.
And
And
the
what
thing I
Bible
was
Defender said, that's a great example for that.
and I just want
Right.
to elaborate a little bit more what I was saying about, you
It's
crying
already
if
happened.
you crying if a woman leaves you. You gotta be in a. That's why the scripture says, in
Wait,
the
what
last
is the
days you
Bible?
gotta,
The Bible
in
says
the
we're
last days
receiving
you got.
peace, not
It says
receiving
show.
this as a gift
It
from
says
God.
show yourself a man, and in the
The
last days that's why
person
you
who
gotta show
remains
yourself a man,
believe in the
because
spirit
in
is
this
one
time
man, but
you
the person
things
who remains
things
single
go-
does not
things are
share the
gonna
spirit.
go and get tough, and you can't be like,
Mhm.
let's say for example, when let's say the government, when the MOTB comes out and it's presented to the people, your woman might say, I'm going to take it. Were you gonna cry and take it with her?
Male
right?
feminists will.
Right, exactly. So you're gonna take the MOTB with your woman just because she took it? Oh, my wife took the MOTB, so I'm gonna take it too. You're gonna be destroyed with your wife. So if my wife decided to take the MOTB, you think I'm gonna take it with her? I'm gonna be like, bye bye, see you later. That was your choice. You know what I'm saying? Then when you get fire and brimstone to you, I ain't gonna cry for you. I told you what it was. You know what I'm saying? You decided to take it because you wanted to eat. You lost the faith. And one thing men gotta understand: women are real, not just emotional. They don't live in reality. So let's give an example. All of these women that's in the truth, yeah, you got righteous women that the Lord is gonna put the spirit on to not take it, but the majority of the women are gonna take it because they're gonna say, well, it's a possibility. They're gonna trick themselves. It's a possibility. The Lord did say He's gonna have compassion and He's gonna compassion on. So He just might save me, knowing He said there's two things you can't repent from is the MOTB and blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. But you're gonna have emotional women. They're gonna say, well, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna feed my kids. I gotta take it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it for my family. Somebody gotta eat. Somebody gotta feed the family. And that's why a lot of relationships is going. That's why in Second Esdras, the 16th chapter, it speaks about. It says, many husbands is going to perish of famine as well. Because another thing is, you're going to have women taking on the characteristics of trying to lead the household. Because men in the last days, they suckers for women. I'm just being honest.
Oh, I
They
got that
suckers.
right here. Second Ezra 7:20-105. Let many perish who are now living, rather than the law of God which is set before them be disregarded. For God
Right, right,
strictly commanded those who came into the world, when they came, what they should do to live, and what they should observe to avoid punishment.
right. So,
Nevertheless, they were not obedient and spoke out against him. They devised for themselves vain thoughts.
right. Oh, and that's a good precept also because once again, Christianity it also proves that the Most High is not dealing with everybody. You know, let's get another scripture that also proves the Most High is not dealing with everybody. And this is heavy. Somebody get Second Esdras 9 and verse 22. This is a clear cut. This is a clear cut. This is a good one.
Hold on.
Second Esdras 9 and verse 22. This is a beautiful precept.
All right, let's see. Let the multitude
About
perish
marriage?
then, which was born in vain, and let my
Ooh.
script and my plan, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
Wait
So
a
the Most
second.
High.
I
Wait,
thought God wanted everybody to be saved, but not
right. He
according to
just
that scripture.
hold on. Hold on. Not even that. That's not even the meat of that. The meat of that. He said, "Let the multitude perish, which was born in vain." So wait, God made people that was born in vain. What the hell? So you have people walking the earth, they was born in vain. How can we prove that? We could prove that on a regular scale. People, let's say you like 13, 14 years old. Right now, all of these little gang members out here, they like 14, 15 years old. They get popped, they die without knowledge. They they was born in vain. That proves that right there. So the Most High is not dealing with everybody. And we could also prove that somebody gets second address the eighth chapter and he start at the first verse.
Hold on,
You're
let me
right.
see.
You are
Yeah, yeah.
right.
It says He made this
You
world
guys are
for
right.
many, but the world to come
You
for a few.
said
Right.
Second
Second
Ezra
address,
8,
and you can start at the
8,
first verse.
8 what? First verse?
Yeah, first verse.
Okay, hold on. And he answered me, saying, the Most High. Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you
yeah,
can read
that's
that.
right, that's right. All right. And he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. I will tell thee a
Ooh.
similitude as rest, as when thou asked the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold, whereof earthen vessels are made, but the little dust that gold cometh of, even so is the course of this present world. There be many created, but few shall be saved. So
Read that
answered
again.
I.
Read that again.
So that's second Ezra 8:3. There be many created, but few shall be saved. So
There be
answered I
many
and said, "Oh,
there
go
be
ahead."
many there be many created. See, Christianity always they like to single out verses, right? And say, oh, many is talking about a lot of people, right? So what did God say? There be many created, but few are going to be saved, which is the elect of the nation of Israel and the remnant, which
Right,
is
right.
the rest of the Israelites that scattered abroad.
You know,
So
this could be why mainstream Christianity keeps the Apocrypha out of the canon.
yeah, the Apocrypha got too much cuts everywhere. All of the Apocrypha. But you can't deny the Apocrypha with the prophecies lining up in the Bible. The Apocrypha lined up with the prophecies perfectly. So you trying to whoever's trying to deny the Apocrypha, you trying to deny the prophecies of the Most High.
Hey, ETT, you did hear that I'm gonna be on with Now You See TV in the coming week?
You told me that. Did they
Yeah, yeah.
officially tell you a day?
Nah, he's reaching out to me tomorrow. John from Cutting Edge. He said he wants to interview me.
Why do they want to bring you on? What's the subject?
He said he wanted to talk to me about today's current events. So I was gonna bring a lot of these topics up to him about like the reincarnation and UFOs and all that.
Yeah, yeah, that'll be interesting, man.
Yeah,
When you find out when you're gonna do it, let me know and I'll tune in live and watch that. That'll be very interesting
yeah.
to hear
So
what you say.
I'm gonna try to keep it on current events, but like slip in like what I believe in, because he said he wants to talk to me about my beliefs. So I'm gonna say that.
Right.
But Eddie left.
But
Yeah, well,
ETT,
I'm gonna close up the show in a couple minutes anyway, because
I,
I gotta
I
get
just, I
going.
just, I just want
Go
to
ahead.
say this one thing. ETT, every time you got to keep this live stream up. This was a beautiful live stream, but
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
on
mirror this one too.
right, yeah, this is a beautiful live stream, but I wanted to touch on a couple topics that we touched on that she didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the audience could get a little better understanding on certain things that was going on because at the
Yep.
end of the day, she's a woman, she's emotional. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't really know the Bible. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if she came here and just decided to learn instead of speaking, she'll understand the Bible. And for Eddie, you got to stop letting your woman lead you in the Bible and get the true understanding, open it up and read it yourself, get deep. But the point is, we touched on the Israelites being the saints according to the Bible. We touched on the fact of the matter that only the Israelites is going to be saved according to the Bible. And what else did we touch on? We touched on something
We
else.
talked about reincarnation. We
Oh yeah, we
talked about
touched on
marriage.
right. We touched on reincarnation. We touched on marriage. So we touched on many topics that we proved
What else did we
beautifully.
talk about?
You know what I'm saying? And we gave many precepts for reincarnation. We gave day 12 and 13. For the marriage, we gave Genesis 24 and 67.
Oh, we
Um,
talked about the confusion of faced Israelites with
yeah,
Eddie.
right. The confusion of face, as like you give Rawan for that. Only Israelites is gonna be saved. I mean, that's all over the Bible. You could read Joel 2 and 27, Amos 3 and 1, Matthew 1 and 21, Acts 5 and 29, Revelation 22 and 12, and many more. And I just want to, say that in this how I'm gonna close out. I'm not leaving, but this is my last words. Death, destruction to America. This place is gonna fall. Death to all of the wicked. Psalms 91 and 8. And more destruction, more plagues, more famine, and more death to this nasty, wicked, satanic, evil, disgusting hell place that we in. Destruction to this shit, man.
Right. Con. This place, man, this place is unbelievable. The nonsense that we're seeing going on
Oh,
here.
oh, and the Republicans like Trump. This is God's country.
The most high. Well. In a sense, he's right. It is. But what is he gonna do to it?
Right, right.
Oh,
This
he's gonna
place
burn it.
is gonna be taken down, man. But you know what the ironic part is? These Christians who go around and can say that God bless America. It's like, wait a second, how the hell could you go around and logically believe that the Most High will bless this country? It's like you ask them, well, why do you believe that? And it's like they can't even come up with one or two reasons of why they actually believe that. They just repeat what they were told because it sounds cute.
The first thing about America that I know, the reason why I know America is going to be destroyed, I'm not even talking about just like on a geopolitical level, or I'm not even talking about like, the things they're doing to our people. The Lord literally hates this place for the sodomy that's going on. That's why he's going to destroy this shit. So you could try to, you Christians, that's why we on this panel We're not scared of any so-called Christians. Like Vocab Malone would never come on this panel and say anything. He doesn't know anything. I debated him, ETT debated him, and all we did was be nice to him because he's just stupid. He doesn't even know what Babylon is. He doesn't know what the MOTB is, and he still believes the Earth is spinning like a damn
Well, what
Florida
is
vacuum.
vocab Malone? Is he
He
Mexican?
he's Calvinist and he's a Italian Roman. That's what he is.
Oh, okay.
So he's an Edomite, and he want to come against the truth because he don't know
Ooh,
nothing.
you know what's interesting? I was watching this video, and if you go on Wikipedia and like it will type in what is Edomite, and if you go to like where it says like it have like something called trivia, and so for trivia, it gives context of who might be the Edomites. So it says I think it says Western countries or some shit like that, and if you click on it, it'll tell you like what the Western countries are. But another thing that they said that probably could be true is that the Spartans and the Romans, Spartans are Greeks, could be the Edomites. I seen a video about that, and it was a Wikipedia. They're sliding through that. I wanted to bring that up. I don't know if you ever seen that.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that before there.
Yeah, if I find that, I'll send it to you.
The best way to find out who the Edomites are, and I found this funny. It's a video with Alex Jones. He said, and now this may prove that he watched the Hebrew Israelites. I'm not sure, but he made a video, and I got the video. If anybody want to see it, he said, "I'm tired of these mother effing bloodthirsty damn Edomites." He said they're evil, they're disgusting, and when he brought it up, you see that, and that's another reason why Alex Jones, if you know what's going on with him, he had to file for bankruptcy because he went through a case.
Yes, they took him to court.
Right,
Yeah, I
right,
seen
right.
that.
So they demonized him because they said, he's one of the top conspiracy theorists, and he's making all these lies, but everything he says is true. But the point of the matter is, they demonized him because that's probably was one of the reasons why they demonized him because he called them out about them being the Edomites. So hey, you know, Alex
Right.
Jones is definitely a man of truth, and I respect him a lot. You know what I'm saying? Even if he is an Edomite, I respect him a lot because he goes deep. He's challenging deep. Maybe
Yeah,
not into
he,
the
he definitely brings out a lot of good information. Just like a lot of these other guys on the internet. Like I'll give an example, right? Eric Dubay, he'll bring out a lot of good information about a lot of different topics, but then they'll go off on certain things. Like they'll say that nuclear weapons don't exist, that
oh
dinosaurs
man,
are fake. Right,
yo, I
right.
get
So
that
stuff
every
like that,
day.
hey, you take the meat and leave the bones, right? They're right on a lot of stuff they say, but then they go off on certain topics.
Yo,
Same thing with
bro.
a lot of these groups out here.
Yo, bro, I get that all the time on my BitChute channel. On my BitChute channel, that's all they comment. You don't know what you're talking about. Nuclear weapons are not real. They're just trolling. What the?
Wait, doesn't Tried and Refine teach that?
Yeah, yeah, they teach that too. They teach. I mean, damn, I can't even
But aren't
remember
they
all
like
the
Mike now,
nonsense they
kind of?
teach. Yeah, they don't believe in the New Testament anymore.
But isn't it funny that they was basically arguing about the New Testament? Now they don't believe.
Yeah,
Now they
yeah,
don't
they
believe in it.
come on and would debate us for hours about topics in the New Testament because they believe in it. But then now all of a sudden, now the New Testament is fake somehow. That don't make no damn sense.
See that? You see how the Most High could take the spirit off you? And these last days, man. Remember, ETC, you saw the email I just sent you with the dude with the MP all over his face, right?
Yeah, yeah, I seen that.
So he had the Lord gave him MP, HIV, and syphilis all in one time. He jacked them up. Well, I don't know what
Oh
he was
man,
doing.
hey, that's why it tells you in what is that, Matthew 10:28, don't fear the man that can destroy the body and not the soul, but rather fear the one who can destroy both body and the soul in hell.
Right.
Wait, and
In
where's
hell.
hell? It's right here where we're at.
Right. Right where we at. We right in hell. And just you if anybody's been to anywhere in, America, if you can't tell that you're in hell and you still think it's some place where Satan with demons with, all type of madness is going on with a pitchfork and whatever, You think it's somewhere burning and everlasting. You don't know what's going on. The Most High doesn't need to burn your soul eternally. Do you know how to? You ever heard 1,000 ways to die?
Ooh,
He
I love
got
that show. Yeah, I watched that as a
Yeah.
kid.
he got 1 billion ways for you to die. You don't need to burn your soul, bro. He can have your body get cut up in 3,000 parts. That's worse, you know. So
Yes, it's hey, the Most High can do a final destination on someone if he wants to, man. And that's
right,
a scary thing. That's scary right
I
there.
watched that too.
right.
That
Oh,
actually
oh,
scared me
oh,
as a
oh.
kid.
Wait, the Most High did do Final Destination. Y'all didn't see that on the news a couple of months ago, where that 14-year-old boy fell off that rod and hit his face.
No, what
I've seen
happened?
a couple instances about that.
Right, I can show you the video. You know, I probably sent you the ETT the article alone. It's just a minute ago. This was like maybe 4 or 5 months ago. The dude was the little boy was on a ride with his mom, and you know I had the video. I still got the video, but I put it up on YouTube. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
you
yeah. I know what you're
right,
talking about. I know what you're
right,
talking.
right. So the little boy was with his mom's, and you know all you heard was like this. He splat his whole body just splattered, and everybody's like, "Ah, oh my God, he's only 14." Well, reincarnation. You don't know what he was doing
He
in the
fell
coffin.
off the ride or something?
Yeah, he fell off the rod and, and his whole body splattered.
Oh fuck, goddamn.
That's the
Yeah,
judgment to the
that's
Most High.
scary, man.
Yeah,
But
that
they
is
gotta get
scary.
that.
Fuck.
And that's what Christians don't get, right? When they hear that, they'll be like, "Oh, well, Satan's, back
Well,
to his
that
old
goes back to
tricks."
the verse we read earlier, Amos 3:6.
Right.
Right, right.
So you got to know. That's why you got to know what the Bible says. So when certain judgments come, you won't be all bugged out. You know, or you won't blame it on damn Satan. Satan, no, he doesn't.
It's a sad situation though, a mother losing a son and shit.
No, of course, of course. We sympathize things, but you know
Right.
the scriptures say, you know, we gotta glorify the Most High in His judgments. So you know, if somebody sees somebody get judged, you know, you gotta glorify that judgment. You know, it may be harsh. You may not want certain things to happen. Like I'll give an example. If you got a girlfriend and she starts going against you, and then she get hit by a bus, you
Oh,
know,
that's the Most High working in the dude's favor
right,
because he knows how shit is. You know what I'm saying? Like
right. So a lot of that.
I've
Oh,
had that happen actually. Like I got that because I've had that same situation happen. Like how I mentioned with that YouTuber TikToker, with the where he I'm not gonna allude to it again, but you know what I'm referring to, right? When I mentioned it earlier,
yeah.
I've had that same situation happen, but I didn't go to that kind of extent like that. But
Oh yeah, that same thing, bro. That same thing happened to me, bro. That shit, that bro. If you a real man and you dealt with, you know, you dealt with women in your life and you dealt with enough women, you're gonna come across a woman that's just a pure demon. Now, in all actuality, if that woman is still alive or whatever the situation is, do you know
oh,
that these?
they're in a shitty situation right
Do you
now.
know that these women are in for a rude awakening? Like we don't even look. This is what I want. All you, if you watching a panel and you dealing with a woman that's a demon, or you dealing with a woman that may not even want you, don't worry. Your time is coming. Don't look. Don't worry. When these women, the scriptures say that these women are going to be pulling on the border of your garment and saying, "Please, can we go with you? Can you go in onto us so we can be saved?" Hell no. Get away from me.
Are you sub to my channel, Bible Defender? All right, any
uh,
one of them?
wait. Wait. Because at first I thought this was Too Little J, but
This is, yeah.
it is.
Yeah, that's just my name I go by. But
But but
I have a channel called 2 Liter J, but that was deleted 2 years ago. They just reinstated it like last week, so I
but
just got that back up there. But I see you comment on that one on my flat Earth video that I reposted.
oh
But
yeah, wait. So you Sacramento Truth?
yeah, on both of those. That's
Okay,
both of
yeah,
my
that's why I
pages.
saw the video. And oh yeah, that was a beautiful video. And that was a
Thanks.
cut because Apostle Jahar made a video like 2 3 days ago. Which shout out, you know, to the elders, but he made a video. He basically said, because he was going into different topics through the spirit, and he was basically like, you know, believing in the earth is flat, basically making mockery of it. But this is what I want him to understand, and I want anybody from GMS to actually believe, because
Did you see
Everybody,
Wait,
both of
wait.
those
What did
videos
he
or
what
just the
did he
first
say
one?
about it? What did he make fun of the flat Earth?
no, he was basically saying if you believe in the flat Earth, you're bugged out. That's what he was saying in the video. But he was saying that to say, basically, I don't believe that, so it's wrong. And that's what a lot of people GMS do because they believe they have the 100% truth, which we can clearly see you don't by making
I don't know if
mockery.
you guys know this or not, but what he did, I want to say a couple years ago, maybe back in 2016 or 2017, he put up a to prove the Earth is a spinning globe. What he did is he took a
Oh yeah, remember that
a
ETT?
few yeah, he took a few minutes from the NASA ISS feed and he put that up as proof that the Earth's a globe.
He said, and remember the title? He said, "Flat Earth debunked."
Yeah, yeah, they're
Hey,
ridiculous.
do you watch GMS Narrator?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
he's a bug up.
yeah, no. Every time somebody mentions ETT, he always I got like 3 clips of him when I was watching him. He like he'll
He
do
get real
like
upset.
he gets real upset and talks like ETT for like 15, 10 minutes.
That dude, he says that dude end times teacher is a demon. Well,
Yeah,
you don't even know the brother. You know what I'm
because he
saying?
because he believes in flat Earth. That's the
Yeah.
only thing he mentions.
And it's so and it's what's so crazy is it's so ironic that a person that said this is why I get mad at GMS because y'all, let's say for example, I don't see vocab come up to the camps. When vocab hears certain topics, he gets scared. When I went on the panel and started talking about the whole flat Earth, he was shaking in his boots. He like, oh shit, this is not a regular Hebrew Israelite. This is a Hebrew Israelite that actually knows what he's talking about. You start preaching that nonsense about the earth being a spinning ball, then you start agreeing with him. But then when you able to prove that it's not in the Bible, he's what he does is just either be quiet or he's tries to come up with some wild interpretation. Just like when I asked him about what's the MOTB, he says, "Oh, the Satan world powers coming together and forming an
Oh,
alliance
he
with the
did the
devil."
same thing with ETT when he asked him about hell. I seen
Right.
that one.
So that dude, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And to me, ETT, he's just a joke. But you got some Hebrew Israelites, they see him and it's like, damn, that we ran into the damn top apologist in the world. I mean, to me, he's literally dumb. Like, I just gotta say it like that because at the end of the day, when you deep and you actually sit down and read the Bible, that's what I said. That's why when Eddie, or his girlfriend spoke about her being reading the Bible for 20 years. That's what the Lord was talking about, doing things in vanity and living in vain. You lived your life in vain. You read the Bible for 20 years and you didn't get no understanding of what it was talking about.
Yeah,
Let me give you an example. I don't know if you guys know about this dude, Jeranism, right? He's a
yeah, I know
popular,
Jeranism.
yeah, yeah, he's a
He's been
popular
tweeting some
flat
like
Earth guy.
stupid shit about me on
But
Twitter.
yo, there's an echo in the background. I don't. Do you one of you have something playing?
It's Bible Defender.
Oh, okay. All right,
He
yeah,
muted.
that's
He's good
good
though.
now. Yeah, but Jeranism, right? He was live the other day. I wanted to call in, but I didn't catch it live. I watched the after it. And he was trying, to talk shit about the Bible or whatnot. So he's a flat earther, right? He believes that there's a God, but he doesn't believe in the Bible.
Yeah, so does
But the
Dirks.
ironic part is, they're on there, trying to debunk the Bible, but the way they're doing it is they're coming from an average Christian perspective. So it's like, yeah, I mean, of course you guys, don't understand what you're talking about because you're coming from a nonsense perspective. Say for an example, talk about Adam and Eve, such as it being just two people, and it just shows you that these guys, it's funny that they'll try to debunk the Bible, but the whole premise they have is an incorrect premise to begin with. So it's just ironic. Sometimes you got to sit back
Yeah,
and laugh at these characters sometimes.
you know what's funny is I don't get it, but on Twitter I photoshopped a tweet where I made Elon Musk look like he tweeted hashtag flat Earth, and then Russian Vids commented on there because he followed me at the time. It's like last week, and he's like, He's like, this isn't a good look for you. It makes you look deceptive. I'm like, I'm just having fun with these people because he does the same thing. He did the same thing with high impact flicks. He took Brian's forehead and made it bulgy with the font or
Yeah,
filter
yeah,
and
I
called him
seen that.
Balloon Head Brian. So he does the same shit. And he got mad at me saying this is deceptive and it's not a good look for me. And I'm like, I'm just having fun, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was like
Right.
referring to like because he does the same shit too, and he's like, "Well, have fun with that. I'm not here no more." So he unfollowed me, and I'm like, "What the?"
You know, I don't know if you know this or not, but Mina Shareg, right, the Mina Golf, he used to be a moderator on
Yeah, he
his
told me
channel.
that.
And actually there's been videos in the past where Mina Shareg and the Russian vids they teamed up together to debate a Globetard a couple times in the past where they both know each other, they were friends, right? But then he lost his moderator on his channel because he started to talk about how, hell is here on earth and it's not a place where, people go and burn and stuff like that. So they had to take his wrench away because he was starting too much controversy in the comments. So it just shows you, man, that these average everyday Christians that might know a little something about a little something. Let me give an example. They might know that the earth is flat. Some of them can accept that, but then they'll go off on other things, such as saying that God makes evil and God hates certain people, and that the Israelites are so-called blacks, right? America's Babylon, stuff like that. That will go right over their head, but they might be able
But
to accept
there's
the fact
verses to support that though,
versus
or
to
that
support.
God making evil and all that.
Right, right, but they'll say it's something different.
Ha.
'Cause a lot of them won't even address those verses. They'll skip over that. Is really what most of them will do.
And then I always say this pertaining to the Bible, and I've been noticing for the 3 years and a half I've been in this truth, I've realized that a lot of people when they come to the Bible, when they come to the understanding of what we teach, it's always, oh, you're satanic, you're evil, you're nasty, this, that, and the third. But instead of like sitting down and actually, because what I think these people do, and this is why sometimes at first when got into a certain knowledge of certain things, I didn't want to teach the Bible at all because I started to think like, why is it that I can read the Bible and understand it without even like fighting against it? Like when I first heard about the truth, I was sitting there watching it, and when I heard somebody say like God was racist or things of that nature, I didn't instantly get emotional. The only thing I did
Offended?
get, yeah, offended. The only thing that I did get a little like skeptical about was all nations being saved. When somebody said all nations couldn't be saved, that's when I wanted to get deep into the Bible. That's when I cut off all of the videos and I started reading and doing consistent studying by myself. And I said, "Oh shit, they actually right."
Let me add on that because that's a beautiful point there. Because all of us, we didn't all start off knowing what we know today, right? Because I used to be in the Christian church, whether it was Catholic church or Seventh Day Adventist church. But even when I was there, I still consider myself to be in the truth because I was a inside joke, a vigilant Christian. I actually read my Bible,
Ooh,
watch out for the
Mario
prophecies.
was my introduction to everything.
Right, right. Now, because I've been in the truth for 8 years now, but yeah, when I've been watching GMS for I want to say at least 6 years now. But when I first started to watch their stuff, at first I was skeptical with some stuff they say, say for an example, they'll say that hell doesn't exist as far as the Christian ideology. At first I was like, wait a second, what? These guys are saying that there's no such place as hell? What the hell were these guys talking about inside you? But then I took the information they presented and I looked into it. It was like, oh, this is very interesting, and I can't debunk it, so I got to accept that I had a misunderstanding, and all accept it or reincarnation,
Oh,
right?
I got
Because when I
another
was in the church,
testimony.
right? Because when I was in the church, of course, they frown the topic of reincarnation. So when I heard, the Israelites speak about it, of course, it was skeptical at first. But then I looked into it, and hey, they're right with what they're saying. Throw it over to you, Bible.
I have a testimony. When I first came into the truth, I used to watch a group called WFI, right? So and that's who kind of brought me into the truth. Shout out WFR, brother Nalcom and those brothers over there. But when I heard them do a breakdown on the MOTB, I ran away from them. I never watched them again. Like I literally ran from their group. I'm like, these people are false prophets. They're saying that the MOTB is spiritual, and I went to do my own research, and I said, what the hell are they talking about? So I never watched them again after they said no. And now I may search through their videos to see if they're actually gonna teach it the right way. But after they said that the MOTB was a spiritual thing and it's not a physical thing, I never watched them ever again. I totally ran from their group. I never
Right, right.
ever
You know,
watched them again.
it's funny because me and Minor Shareg, and Bible Defender, we joke around about a free strike rule. Say, for an example, some of these dudes that claim to be in the know on some type of level, say these flat earth guys, right? We'll hear what they're saying. Some things will get right, but then they start going off. Say, for an example, if they say that, Christ isn't real or something like that, hey, that's strike one. If they say that UFOs are like demons or aliens, hey, that's strike two. Oh, or if they say they don't exist altogether. And another bogus claim is somebody who claims that the New Testament is fake. That's
Oh,
another
and
strike
and
right there.
and God
Three
is
strikes around.
God is Satan.
Right.
Oh
Oh
yeah, that's a
yeah.
popular topic too.
We dealt we
Hey,
dealt with
look,
a
you
couple.
wouldn't believe this. You wouldn't believe this. But if you do the research on YouTube, right? Oh, what's this dude? Oh, damn, I can't think of this guy now, but he's famous for saying, oh, I did my research right on YouTube, and that's where you find your research at. But anyway, the funny part is that if you look up, yeah, God of the Old Testament exposed or Satan is the God of the Old Testament, you're going to find hundreds upon hundreds of videos from hundreds of different people all over the internet who believe that Satan is the God of the Old Testament. So you would think that that's like, maybe a belief that one or two people have such a
Nah, that belief's
rational
been
belief,
around for
but that's
like
a very
thousands of
popular,
years.
right?
That
That's a
that's
very
that's a
popular belief.
Gnostic belief. That's what they taught, is the God of the Old Testament and the God of the New Testament, Christ's Father, are two different gods. Like that's what they teach.
Right, right. It seems like it'd be a very far out there belief, but rather it's a popular belief. Same thing with preterism. You'd think that it's a wayward, far out there belief, but there's thousands of people in the world who subscribe to some form of preterism.
Shout out Primal Man. He still
Yeah,
think he living in the kingdom of heaven.
Is
So
he Amish? He look Amish.
I
uh
don't know what the hell the dude is, man, but I know that he's a full preterist. Other than
You ever,
that,
you ever seen what Amish people look like?
yeah, yeah. I mean, they have an Amish town not too far from where I'm at. They got one over in Pennsylvania somewhere. I got to visit one day. But yeah, I know what they look like.
Yeah,
and
he
enough,
he got that look to him with
right,
that
right.
beard.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and Primal Man, if you watching or you've been watching, just know you need to stop teaching the Bible. And I'm saying that humbly because this is why I say, bro, it doesn't. I used to think that it took a lot to understand the Bible. It does to a certain extent, but if you actually sit down and read it and read it and read it and read it again, and I promise you, like I've even tried to convince myself many times that the Bible wasn't real, and then when you read it again and again and again, you can't fight against it. It's just like it's true. You know what I'm saying? So, Primal Man, you saying that we living in the kingdom of heaven, which we know that's absolutely absurd. But on top of that, you don't even want to come into any realization that Christ is gonna return. You just still want to believe. First of all, about 2 weeks ago, New York City made a PSA about nuclear missiles hitting New York.
Right.
Oh, I heard about that one.
So this thing is getting real. This is not a game. This is not like a joke. They literally told us in New York City. It was literally. I thought I was scared. Not scared, like I know what's going on, but I'm like, oh shit, this is about to happen right now.
Where are you
But
from?
New York City.
Oh, okay.
But
Damn. Fuck.
yeah, yeah. But I'm originally from Harlem, and where the apostles and all One West first started and everything like that. It started right down the block from where I used to live in Harlem, or you could say Manhattan. That's what originally it is. But and terms that we use, out here,
Right.
that's what you would say.
Right.
But that's where One West started at. It started on 125th Street and Fifth Avenue. You know what I'm saying? I was living right down the block from that, up in Harlem. So, I'm kind of from where all of that originated. But you know, that's just a little bit background. But on the news, they came with a damn PSA talking about some. This is how you prepare. They had 3 steps to prepare for nuclear missiles hit your town. And I'm sitting there like, hold on. So people like that are still believing we living in the kingdom of heaven, where they're literally we're watching the news and they're talking about something totally different, and they just stop the whole news talking about a PSA, get ready to prepare for nuclear. Like what? I was at first when I was watching the TV, I was bleed. I'm sitting there like, am I bugging right now? I don't smoke. I don't drink.
Or the most ironic part is not only do you have these dudes telling you that you're living in the kingdom, but going back to what we said earlier, as guys like Eric Dubay or certain other characters, like I don't know if Iger still believes that because he was in the comments earlier, but they'll tell you, oh, don't be worried about that. That's all fake. That's just there to scare you. Don't worry. There's no such thing as nuclear weapons. It's like, first of all, how the hell do you know that? I mean, it's not like we have people in the military who actually develop these weapons and work with these weapons. It's not like we have those people around, of course. These guys just hear things on YouTube and just go around and repeat it. That's all these guys are. It's
And another
insanity.
another person that somebody brought up was Truth Unedited, which that
That
brother
was
has a
him.
lot of. Yeah, he has a lot of good videos, but see, I don't. One thing I don't understand about Truth Unedited is he breaks down the whole book of Genesis the correct way, and he understands that the Lord is dealing with a certain nation of people because he goes and breaks it down beautifully. But then on his channel, like I tried to comment on one of his channels one day, and I did this about twice. I'm like, can we have a dialogue about the scriptures? It could just be just in the comment boards, or you got an email. Can I talk to your email? And I emailed him. I tried to talk to him, but he doesn't want to talk because he just wants his ministry to be about everybody being saved. But when you break it down, you're not really teaching that. You're just going whatever rhetoric or whoever taught you. You're literally like it's like if somebody breaks down something the right way, but is still teaching it the wrong way based on what they were taught or what they just know. And I try to tell them, because it's 2 things that he goes off on. You know what I'm saying? He literally goes. He still, it's I don't know. It's a I don't even understand how you read the Bible and come up with the earth is a ball. I don't understand it at all. And then on top of that, all nations could be saved. So he goes off on, oh yeah, the Antichrist is coming back. That's when I stopped watching him. That's when I stopped completely watching his videos because I was rooting for him. I found out about that dude from my cousin or whatever while I was in the truth, because he makes a lot of videos on certain topics. But once he said the Antichrist is coming back to rule over everybody, I'm like, oh, another one that doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. So you got a lot of these dudes out here, they may be deep, but then it's challenger deep because, like I said, you read
Right.
the Bible and you start understanding certain things. Like Christianity just teaches you to be lawless. You can eat pork, you can eat shrimp, you can eat crabs, you can eat lobster. Like Perry says, as long as you believe in the blood of Jesus, you go sleep with somebody's wife. He even came on the panel, and we're not bearing false witness. He said you could sleep with a damn 2-year-old as long as you believe in Jesus. So whoever's following that idiot, you're just
He's saying
insane,
you could do anything though too.
right? And
And
then,
you know what's
I,
ironic is he actually has people who are dedicated followers. They'll actually camp up with him, so to speak, and actually will go out there and preach with him on the street corners wherever he goes.
remember
Sometimes.
he
Yeah,
started. Remember he
Tim.
started. Your ETT. Remember he started crying.
Yeah, yeah, the dude's out there crying, the grown ass man crying like a little baby. I mean, it's ridiculous.
This
Well,
dude is
you know
crazy.
what? Like, cause if you hear his like testimony, I mean, you can't knock him for crying. He talks about how like his mom died and he never knew his dad, and then like a miracle happened where he just found out he had a brother and he just met his brother. Like you
Yeah,
can,
well, I mean,
that's kind
stuff
of
like that.
emotional. Like
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
you would
stuff
also
like
cry
that.
in that too.
But there's other times where he just cries when he's reading
Yo,
Bible.
yo. No, that's understandable. We're not discrediting that or
Right,
taking away
right,
from that. That's emotional, you know what I'm saying, to certain people. But you're not just going to read Bible verses and then just start crying.
right.
Oh
What are you
yeah, true,
talking
true.
about?
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
he was.
That's what he
That's what
does
he's
sometimes.
doing. He just read the Bible verse. You'll be yo. I was watching a stream one day because ETT sent me one of his streams, and I'm watching the stream, and then this dude just starts crying like. I'm like, yo, and he's not like regular, like just like huffing and puffing, like he's like literally tearing. I'm saying like, yo, this is a grown man. There's some sick stuff going on out around here, man. And it's crazy that T Mark brings out a great point. That's a good brother, but he brought out a good point. He's like, yo, let may the best actor win, because
Right,
I'm gonna be honest, to a certain extent, everybody I know teaches the Bible. They at least teach one thing wrong. I don't care if it could be GMS Sakari, it could be Christianity. Everybody at least teaches one thing wrong. I'm gonna give an example: Christianity, Ball Earth, Antichrist. A lot of them, most of them teach that. So you got people in the truth, Ball Earthers. Most of the people in the truth are Ball Earthers. Then Shakari, you know, um, you become a man at damn 20 years old. So
right, right.
you just got a whole
So,
bunch of
so you see,
doctrines out
we'll
there.
say this: a lot of camps. I'll say this: a lot of camps are deep. Say, for an example, these Christians are soft compared to a Hebrew Israelite camp. That would be considered deep. But there's a difference between being deep and being challenger deep, and that's what we are over here. We're challenger deep when we come on this platform compared to most of these other Hebrew Israelite camps. And it's not to bash any of those camps, not at all. Those we hope that all those brothers, make it to the kingdom, absolutely, but they all go off on certain subject matters. As I said, it differs from certain camps. Some camps teaching you ain't a man till you're 20. Some camps saying that Romans 13 means to, obey the government, and all that nonsense. So it differs, from camp to camp, but they all go off on something here or there.
Right, and that's why T Mark said, "Let the best actor win," because
Right.
according to the scriptures, you're actually required to have 100% truth, because the scripture says there's no lie of the truth, and the scriptures speak about in Proverbs 30:5, add thou not unto his words, lest thou be reproved and be found a liar. So if you're saying that the earth is a ball, you're adding to the Bible. Because where's that at in the Bible? You're literally adding to the Bible. So anything you say that's not in the Bible, you're adding to the Bible. So the scriptures say don't do that. So we see that nobody on the earth has 100% truth, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that just proves to you that is there some form of acting going on everywhere you look. And the biggest actors is Christianity, because Christianity is just wild, bro. They're like wild freaks, bro. Like one thing I noticed about Christianity, why they hate us, because they have all you got to do is type in Hebrew Israelites versus Christians. You have a whole segment where it's a bunch of Christians and different denominations get together and talk about Hebrew Israelites, and the main thing that they talk about is Hebrew Israelites. They keep preaching the law, the law, the law. You got to keep the law, the law, the law. What are you talking about? And that's what they keep. That's what they keep saying. That's what they keep saying. They keep trying to push this doctrine down our throat that the law is done away with. So if we believe that, we could fall into the same destruction they're into. Now we understand that you're not going to be saved, because we just got to be honest. The scriptures say you're not going to be saved by your works. You're going to be saved by your works and your faith, and you're not going to be saved by keeping the law.
Yeah, and Christianity, well, not all of it, but the mainstream that you would go to like a church and see, it's only by faith. They don't include the
Yeah,
works.
exactly, and that's the problem, because you have to show your works by
It's
you have to show
both.
your faith. You have to show your faith by your works. So at the
Like
end of the
let's give
day,
an example real quick because you'll have some guys out here. like our old friend Mike, right? You know that dude, the guy with the rabbit icon.
Does he
You
still
know,
make
he'll
videos? I haven't seen him
yeah,
around at all.
he does. I seen him like last week, but here's why I brought him up. You know, you'll have guys like him who, yeah, they keep the laws in the Old Testament, but they deny Christ as the Messiah. So, hey,
Right.
a guy like that, hey, he can't receive salvation. You have to accept the Messiah and keep the commandments. So he keeps the commandments, but he denies Christ. So that's not good enough. You got to accept Christ in order to
Right.
make.
And then see that's where he would lose. So when the Christ returns, he'll say, "Well, you did keep the law, but you didn't even believe in me, and you did believe in me before, but then you got bugged out and you started going into these different." See, the thing about you don't. This is the thing. Even if he said that the New Testament wasn't real, he has to acknowledge that that is a person from the Davidic line coming to save the Israelites. So even if you want to deny the Old Testament, you still have to put together throughout, because throughout the Old Testament it speaks about somebody coming from the Davidic line to be a savior. So we know we're going to the Old Testament, that's Christ, but he denies Christ because of the Old Testament. I mean, because of, I would say, if you're trying to be too deep, you'll say, oh, because he points out errors in the New Testament, which I've came across many times. I've come across a couple of errors in the New Testament, and some of them are harsh. Some of them are really bad if you really looking at it that way. But you got to understand, there's other errors and things of that nature that you may come across that because I'm not gonna lie to you. When I came into this thing, I wanted to get deep into everything because I didn't want nobody deceiving me in no shape, way, or form. So I literally made sure that I got into every detail of the Bible when it came to manuscripts, when it came to um what books are credible or whatever. I just dig deep. I just wanted to get deep. I started examining everybody's doctrine. I started uh learning how to dissect and debunk Islam and um Kemet, you know what I'm saying? I started getting that deep because, you know, you may teach, you may come across a Muslim. You may teach, you may come across a person that believe in Kemet. But when you go into those religions,
Oh, what's that
those
one's dude name? Young Pharaoh. He does that shit.
right, right, right. And look what happened to young Pharaoh. The Most High just totally bugged him out. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
the
a
Most High,
question real quick.
right?
Jay, did you hear anything about what's this dude? Oh, what was that guy who got locked away for threatening that person? Did you know who I'm talking about? Isn't it Flat Earth Boxer?
Uh,
Is he
threatening
still in
him?
there?
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. But I
He's,
know that I know that he got locked up because that's what Galapagos said, that he's like in either prison or a mental institution, either one. But yeah, I think he's still in there. I don't know. I haven't been to his page. Actually, let me look that up real quick.
yeah, yeah.
Because if he
I
hasn't
had to,
posted anything, then yeah, he's still in there.
yeah, I had to ask that because it's been quite a while since we last brought that up. It's like, damn, whatever happened to that dude? And he don't like me. I don't
No,
know
he's
why he
out.
don't like me,
He's live
but
in
hey,
Athens, Georgia, 5 days ago.
yeah, someone got to ask him what happened to him in there, man. I mean, it's like,
Yeah, but
damn,
all
he gotta
all
be
all his
smarter.
videos are gone. Oh, he has a new page. He must have got deleted. This is only 106. He had like 2,000 something
Right.
last time.
I'm not
Yeah,
even gonna lie. That was a good
th
brother, Flat Earth Boss. He was cool.
they must have deleted him because he just started again a month ago, and he only has 106 subs and 8 videos. Oh
Yeah, he
And
wow.
must have
another
saw it.
another thing about this thing that when it comes to the Bible is I really got into the Bible because once I realized how many people didn't understand the Bible, I knew that it was something up about that because like it's like yo, like even with Melody, like she like we don't even really have to talk to a woman or even deal with her a little bit, but it's just for edification's sake. It ain't nothing deep like with debate her or anything like that. But she's literally fiscated her mind on that we're trying to come with deception. But all we doing is literally reading out the Bible. And I always thought that's funny because like you can't be getting it of the understanding if we're literally reading what it says. There's no private interpretation. It's literally what it says, bro. God deceives people. We showing you out the Bible what verses proves that he deceived people. And it's really that simple. It's not, we're not doing nothing major. Like we're really not doing nothing major. Like people think we're special or we're trying to proclaim to be people that we're not or whatever. We literally, if you say the Bible says God doesn't hate, we're gonna show you where he does hate. If you says God doesn't have a chosen people, we're gonna show you that he has a chosen people. If you say if anything you say that the Most High said he said and he didn't say it, we're gonna show you in the Bible that you're lying. And if you say something that he did say, we're gonna agree with you. That's it. It's really that simple. But due to Christianity having the Bible for 500 years, you got a million doctrines. And these
Right,
doctrines
right.
is crazy.
Right. It's unbelievable how, how these guys, totally twisted it and made everything backwards with the doctrine. It's unbelievable what these churches have done out here, man. How they can twist it, to make it look like it's okay, to eat whatever the hell you want because Christ said it's not that which goes in the body that defiles the man
Oh
comes out.
man.
But if you read it in context, we clearly see the
Oh yeah,
conversation
is
the
that
body's
referring
without
to
sin.
the food? I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But and
so
that's a
Matthew the
beautiful
15th chapter.
that's a beautiful scripture you brought out because even that is a simple scripture to understand. When you read the first verse, it's talking about eating with unwashed hands. But if you don't read the first verse, you're gonna think he's saying, "Oh, you can eat anything you want now." But that's not what it was talking about from verse one. So Christianity always talking about reading in context, but and this is why it's so key to have. You know what I think a lot of people struggle from too, and I always say this: reading comprehension is a big thing too. Because if you don't comprehend what you're reading, that's a hard thing. Because I can read something to you, and I may know what it's fully talking about, but when I read it to you, it's talking about something totally different because your reading comprehension is a little bit low. So that's why a lot of times you gotta actually know how to read. And that's why school teaches you a lot. Like you if you went to school, you learn how to read, or even if you learn how to read on your own. Long as you know how to read and comprehend what you're reading, you will be able to live a good life. Like Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if y'all know, but Floyd Mayweather, he went his whole life with being able to read. He's a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? He's worth $1 billion, but he don't even know how
Yeah,
to
that's
read.
crazy, man.
So he went his whole life. You can look this up. He said it out of his own mouth that he don't know how to read. That he got somebody, putting his contracts together and doing things of that nature for him. So you say, look, Floyd Mayweather, can you read this Bible verse from verse 4 to verse 8? He gonna say, I don't know how to read that. But I bet you he could show you $1 million in cash, which he did. They had this video they were showing a video on his crib. He had $1 million laying in cash on his bed. I'm like, oh shit, that's how $1 million look. That look crazy, but he don't
Yeah,
even know how to
yeah, I
read.
seen that. I seen that.
Right, right. So he know how to get $1 million, but ask him how to read, and he gonna start freezing. He gonna look embarrassed, like, damn, you put me on the spot. I don't know how to read. That's sad. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But he got people in this corner that do know how to read. That's not effing him over. So the people that's in this corner that's not effing him over, I'm pretty sure they got a lot of money because they not really effing him over. They making sure he get because if he don't know how to read, they really wanted to, they could just mess up his whole life. He don't know how to read, so what the hell is he gonna say? So, just like Islam, they say that the damn great prophet Muhammad don't know how to read. Once you tell me a nigga don't know how to read and my little sister know how to read, why would
Wait,
I follow you?
he don't know how to read?
Yeah, you can look that up. They said the Prophet Muhammad didn't know how to read. This is
Okay,
this is
that's
document
weird though,
history.
is because they credit Muhammad being the one writing down the Quran when the angel Gabriel. Yeah, Gabriel presented it to him like he was writing it down.
Right,
So
but they
he
said
had
that
to be
yeah,
reading
but
something.
yeah, but they say that he had the inspiration through the Most High, so he didn't need to know how to read. He was just writing down what the angel told him. So my thing is, that's why the Quran is totally debunked, because in their history, they literally tell you can't. You could do a simple Google search, and they'll give you the actual facts on Muhammad not being able to read. I could show you the many sources, but they said that he didn't know how to read. So once I found out, I was at work one day, right? And this is before I had quit my job months ago, because you had to take the jab or whatever. So I had quit, but now they don't require that shit no more. But whatever.
Yeah, they don't require that where I'm at either. They never
Right,
required it, but because it never got to that far. But
right. So
it could have.
basically, I was debating this. I wasn't really debating because I didn't want to get too deep because he was already looking emotional and he was kind of looking like he wanted to cry. I'm gonna be honest with you because I wasn't really because basically, sometime at work, it was like, because we all cool, we all friends and shit like that. So we'd get together, it'd be any topic, we'd start talking about it. And certain topics I don't be wanting to talk about because I don't be wanting to get too deep because Jake is not deep. Jake is just cardinal. So, but this Muslim dude, he was basically, it was nothing but Israelites there. It was nothing but Israelites. And he was a literal Hamite. So it was a bunch of Israelites. It was Spanish. It was Spanish girls. It was black girls. It was black men. So I'm like, I'm not about to sit here and let him deceive my people like this. Like, so basically, he was trying to impose Islam as the way. So all I did, you know what I'm saying? I said, I'm gonna just throw my 2 cents in there and I'm gonna just say something I already know that's gonna bug him out and get him mad. I said, how would anybody follow a religion where a nigga that was a prophet don't know how to read, but my little sister's 8 years old and know how to read beautifully? Why would I follow? Just throw the whole book away. What are you talking about? Like
Yeah,
just throw the whole bro, just throw it away. And he was like, but the Most High gave the inspiration through Gabriel to him. I said that nigga didn't know how to read, and my little sister knows how to read. Why would the Most High send a prophet that does not know how to read, but a little girl know how to read that doesn't know anything? You are stupid and you're mental. If anybody sits here and believes that, you're crazy. You have to be sick in the brain to believe the Most High is going to send a prophet that don't know how to read. That's a mistake.
the Nation of Islam though they do have some good truths. Like they teach about um uh black people are the Israelites. They teach about the UFOs, which is weird though, is because they don't believe in the Bible, but then Nation of Islam, they draw a lot of stuff from the Bible, but then they say it's corrupted, and the Quran is a good thing to go to, but then they always go back to the Bible for some reason. And they also say hell is a condition of suffering, but then also simultaneously they believe in a
Did you
secret
ever?
dimension where hell is. So like they believe both of those things too.
Did you ever read the Quran before? I read the Quran before. It's
Yeah,
a bunch
I
of
actually
nonsense.
my
So in the
my
in the
cousin,
Quran it
she's
says
half Pakistani, so like all her side of the family over there is like
in the
Muslim.
Quran
So
the
I got
Quran
one.
literally says the Quran literally says follow the Bible and follow the Israelites.
Right, yeah,
If
I
you
seen that one.
It literally says that I got the verses. I got the verses in my notes. I read the Quran back and forth, and then there's all rhetoric and stupid. And the Quran promotes homosexuality. You can be a faggot. The Quran literally says that.
I never heard of that one.
The Quran says that in heaven you're gonna have little boys to yourself. Now, how they try to wing out of that scripture is saying it's not the way we're thinking about it. No. Why would your God say you're gonna have little boys in heaven to yourself? So look, and look, I'm gonna say this for a disclaimer for the stream. We have nothing against, the LGBTQ, but at the end of the day, the Most High is gonna destroy every single one of them. But look, the point of the matter is, if you a Jake and you believe in Islam, you got to get out of that, man, because it's not even only leading you astray. Like you can't have some truth. You gotta have the whole truth. And the whole truth is you gotta believe the Messiah, keep his commandments, and you're gonna make it. Not believe on Allah and teach that everybody's gonna be saved. And oh, and another thing now I read about in the Quran is you can hit your woman. That's in the Quran too. So you got a lot of madness in the Quran. Just the Quran, just people need to stop. And I met a Islamic scholar. He said that he even said that you might as well just throw the whole book away. He's like, there's a million errors. He said that the Arabic don't even line up with the original Arabic that the um Quran that you have today is like. He's like,
I don't mean to cut you off, man, but just to let you know, I gotta hop out. I'm on 2% right now, so my phone's gonna die. But
cool,
Alright,
cool.
cool, man. Well,
uh,
thanks for stopping by, though.
Yeah, no problem, ETT. But yeah, like I was mentioning to you earlier, like if you ever want to use my page or any page actually, cause like my StreamYard is connected to all of them, so you don't even gotta log in. You could just log in through my StreamYard account and like basically set up a stream like that. Just click it, and like you could like stream to multiple pages at once. Cause I pay for the full version. So like if you ever want to do that, man, I'll send you my I'll send you my email, and then you could go to StreamYard and just type in the email that I'll send you the verification code. And like if you
Yeah,
two ever
that's
want to
cool,
live
man.
stream on the main channel, man, like if you want to, like go ahead, cause
Yeah, yeah.
like
I'll
I'm
take
working
that
a lot,
offer up,
man.
man.
So like you seem
Right.
to stream more than me, and like
Yeah.
that probably like bill the most of us too, like
Right.
traffic wise. So like
And I will say
you
this
would
that
you too,
in
Bible Defender, man. If you ever want to do that, let me know.
Right, right. That's actually, I was actually thinking that was a good idea, being with the fact that it's just helping, push the true doctrine of debunking Christianity 100% further.
yeah,
So
Biodefender,
people,
do you know how to use the StreamYard on your page? Did you figure it out yet, or did you not do one yet?
I know how to use StreamYard, but I want to learn how to use StreamYard as in, because there's a brother from GMS. Like, I'm trying to learn how to use StreamYard, like how to like live stream other videos through StreamYard. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I get what
Yeah,
you're
So like when I started StreamYard, basically is basically showing a live stream like of somebody else's video or somebody else's stream, or something like that. That's what I'm trying to learn how to do. So I can
oh, you could do that as a YouTube premiere.
no,
Like
no,
if you
not
got the
like,
video. Are you trying to like share your screen?
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying to
you
set
gotta
up.
have either a computer or a desktop for that, like a laptop. You can't do that on your
Oh, can't do
phone.
that on your phone. Or you
No,
can't do
I
that on
already
the
tried
iPhone
that.
either.
No, I tried that too as well.
Dang, that's okay. So you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm trying to basically
Yeah,
share my screen.
you'd have to have a laptop, and then you'd have to click the
Damn, I
StreamYard
had a
link through
laptop.
your laptop, and then give you a share screen option and like share audio, and that's what I've done a few times, but I don't have a
Damn,
laptop charger, so like I use it very often when I can.
damn, I had a
Like
laptop. I had
this
paid.
Friday, I'm gonna interview this Hebrew Israelite dude, but then he's kind
Mhm.
of like a Mormon too, where he believes there's two gods of the Old Testament, and one of them's a dragon, but they're good though, they're not bad, is what he says, and like he says
Wow.
actually Israel in the Middle East is here in America, so the Mississippi River is the Nile River, so like Tennessee and all that, it's actually Egypt. It's some weird shit, but like I'm gonna interview him soon, this Friday.
Yeah, man. There's a million doctrines in this thing, man.
right,
And
right.
and
But
all and all
hey,
we
guys,
do is
I'm
teach the
gonna end
truth.
the
But
stream in just
I
a
gotta
minute.
go, man. I'm on one
Okay.
percent. But yeah, hit me up, anybody, if you ever want to do that. But
Yeah, that's
shalom.
cool, man. All right. Yeah, yeah. Shalom. But anyway, Biodefender, man, I gotta end the stream now because it's getting late for
Cool,
me. But
cool,
but
cool.
it's
It's
definitely a
cool.
good stream, though, man.
Definitely. Shalom, like I said, death to America. And y'all gonna see us on the stream again. Shalom.
All right, con. All right, that's gonna be the stream for tonight. If anybody made it to the end of the stream, we'll give Iger a little shout out because he's been watching for the last hour. If anybody made it to the end, go ahead and put hashtag Iger in the comment section just to give a little brother a little shout out. And And yeah, to answer Iger's question, I do know who you're talking about. I don't know his channel name. It's what is it, Edawa something, right? The Muslim group where they what do they call it? Christians and atheists stand your ground or something like that. I know who you're talking about. That those dudes that do 8-hour live streams almost every night. Yeah, I'm gonna call into their stream one night and see what I can do over there. Right, interesting conversation. Um, I saw a couple of their chats before, but I don't have too long to sit there and listen to it. But I know they're Muslims, right? I know some of their beliefs. Um, but yeah, I'll check out the video you told me about, man, where you went on with them. I'll give it a watch, and I should say listen. I'll give it a listen, and yeah, man, I'll call into their show sometime, and yeah, anyway, I'm gonna say shalom, which I'll let it play out till exactly 10 minutes, just because of my OCD, and then we'll call that the show. Yeah, yeah, that's the one I was talking about, man. That's the channel, which I know they have a couple of them actually. They have like 2 or 3 channels that they stream live from at the same time, kind of like what Jay was um was talking about that he does sometimes. But anyway, I'm gonna say shalom.